happened? Oh shit! You know what? I'm actually gonna move this plate so that I can pull my bag of dice back out. Give me 10 seconds. Alright. Now I'm back. Okay.
Welcome back.
To recap on everything that has happened, at the very beginning of our journey, we have arrived by ship into the port of, if everyone wasn't aware of where we were, the port of Bungan. I'm just gonna take us through. Everyone to look at if they can look at both screens at this point. If they can or they can't, I'm going to shuffle the player's card around. So we originally arrived in Bugam's. We arrived in their fishing district. We went to the Citadel and figured out that they were being controlled by an unknown entity. It seemed to be something of demonic presence. We had escaped their, I was going to say clutches, but they never actually caught us in the first hand. We escaped the area and put a bounty on our head, traveled into the desert and deeper into the continent. We originally started on this map, the piss color, but we're going to now go back. We're going to actually go to here now because this is a much better map at this point. A lot of people weren't here for this. We encountered a group of 5 mummies, and we managed to defend and defeat all 5 mummies, while all of them dropped a bunch of materials and shit like that. We traveled a few days on foot through the desert, and we arrived at the village that is on my screen. So now everyone can go back to my stream to see what we're looking at, and I will bring us to the updated version of the map. Currently, 2 of us are inside of the library zone that is down here. One of us is over in the bakery who worked a job that was hydrate. He had just worked for gold. And Bongos had just received Acid Arrow level 2, which is one of the books that they discovered. I have to actually update that when we can. But we are currently right here. Most of us are right here. I'm just kind of fucking about in the plaza. Where is everyone else? So Rem was with me in the plaza because both of us were kind of just chilling. There's nothing for us to actually interact with in here. Bongos and who had the book?
Coffee did.
Okay. So Coffee and Bongos are down here. You were in the restaurant. Dwayne, where were you?
He was nowhere.
Oh, right. Dwayne wasn't here. I forgot. So Dwayne is also in here.
Outside.
And that's our whole party. So we've got 3 people here, 1 person in the bakery, and 2 people down here almost being killed by the group. There was that thing that Bongos learned all of the history of the land. So that was kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. But who wants to start? Who wants to go? Because we all need to reconvene at some point. I told everyone in the party before my power went off that in the group we were all to meet each other by the dusk of sun. So when the sun was falling for the perpetual nighttime. Also, Rem, you are the only person in the group that can see in the night. So be aware of that in case something occurs. Like, I don't know if we go into a dungeon and we can't see our surroundings.
Dungeon?
I also
I might eat my fishes.
I only see like a picture as well. I don't see like a map.
Did I read the leaflet that's in my inventory?
Oh yeah, no, we don't. We just see like a wizard doing alchemy on our screen right now.
Oh, I know.
I'm able to read it or not.
I meant my stream.
Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure that let me get this straight. I'm outside, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there by the cart.
So on my stream, you are we're pretty much hanging out by the cart. There are people passing by and stuff. This seems like a very small town, but this is a very massive place.
Okay. So what is in this town? What is the local things?
So the local delicacies are, funny enough, scorpion and centipede soups. The wizardry school, which is down here, bases their spells and their notes on damage and paralyzation spells. So acid arrow, sleep, freeze, stun, paralysis, partial death, which is a spell that's like 4th level, but it doesn't really matter because that's kind of what they're studying. There is an apiary, which is a bee horticulture zone. Funny enough, in the desert, there is a slight thing of cemetery if someone wants to go explore the catacombs on the left-hand side. There's a bakery, which I have breads, fruits, and pastries of different sorts. They have a small garden, which is right here. You guys can see my cursor. And then up here is the mainstay of the town. This is a passer village. So anyone who comes through the village usually doesn't spend the night because they don't have an inn. So they come here and they set up a space outside of the town. Or they set up on the inside of the plaza. And they risk having a higher chance of getting robbed. So I will take the first initiative. I'm gonna go back to the game, go to bongos, because the book, unless I already added the book, character, spells, dancing lights, firebolt, mistruzen, for strike, so I need to add one. Going to be acid arrow. I didn't click on that, thank you very much. Acid arrow. I need to pull up the thing. Acid arrow, 5th edition, there it is. Going to be this. Copy. And we go back here. We put it in the description. The duration, I believe, is instant. Yeah, duration is instantaneous. And that's it. We don't need to concentrate. That. The Bongos now has Acid Arrow level 2 as a spellcaster.
They learn spells instantly?
Yes, it is an instantaneous spell. He can choose to fire, just like Firebolt, he can choose to use it and it will instantly cast it.
No, more like he learned it instantly. Like you just consumed a book or something?
Oh, no. He has the book. He needs to read the book until he can use it, but I'm going to put it in his spells thing so that when he does roll high enough, that he can use it.
Ah, right. I'm still thinking things like an RPG. Where you
the
just
book?
consume all the books.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he walked into their library, he just ate every single book, and he consumed all of their knowledge.
He's become omnipotent.
Not only has he been tortured and knows the entirety of the history, but he is now able to consume full books.
And doesn't he also know, like, Elvish and, like, 6 other languages?
Yeah.
Good job, Bongos. See, look, Bongos. You can hate me for what I did, but it benefited all of us, including you.
It really did. I didn't plan on having him know all the languages, but since it was really funny, I kind of made it work. Okay, so
hate on me if you want, Bongos. I helped us.
So, does anyone? I'll
go explore the catacombs.
You want to explore the catacombs? Okay.
Yeah.
Me second.
All right, let's go, baby.
All right. Dwayne enters the catacombs, which is over here. Dwayne enters the catacombs from the bakery side. Funny enough, the bakery is connected to the catacombs and the only one entrance. However, Dwayne finds an unusual room at the very end. Dwayne walks up to the room and he notices that there is a casket with a bunch of different items. There are 3 sets of cheeses on a shelf. There's a bunch of embalming tools, and there's a massive crate that you are not able to open. It's considered indestructible. Would you like to do anything in this room?
Examine the cheeses.
Dwayne examines... Here, let me get a real good close-up on it.
It's not maggot cheese, is it?
Dwayne examines the 3 different types of cheese. He determines that they are blue cheese rolls set about 100 years ago from creation. These cheeses are 100 years old.
Yeah, eat them then, right?
Oh, you can eat them. You can eat them.
What are you? They're really hard as a rock or something.
Who's got the strongest stomach out of all of us?
Probably me, because I quite literally eat worms out of the ground as an Aarakocra.
If possible, can I get you to try one of these cheeses to
see
if they're not bad?
Yeah, you can do that. Dwayne, I would like you to know, however, none of the things in this room belong to you.
Yeah.
I know that.
Okay, just making sure.
You're a chaotic good paladin, remember that.
Yeah.
This is being chaotic.
Would you like to do anything else?
Examine the casket.
Dwayne, I want you to roll for perception.
Oh no.
Alright. /roll 1d20.
Yep.
Do I see Dwayne go into that way?
Dwayne rolls an 8. Dwayne looks at the casket and notices that it is open. However, he attempts to open it, and his fingers get slammed on the casket door.
Ow.
So now Dwayne's hands are currently stuck.
That's gotta be awkward if someone finds you.
How both of my hands are stuck, right?
One of your hands is stuck.
Okay. I have that shield, right?
Yep.
Can I pry it open with the shield? Use the force of
Dwayne,
physics.
don't you have a hand axe?
Do I?
I'm pretty sure you have, any weapon besides a shield.
No, but see, this is my theory, right? You put the shield in there using physics, because that shield is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Put weight on the part of the shield that's sticking out.
Okay, Dwayne, I want you to roll for. What's your roll for strength? You get
glorious
13. Dwayne got a 13. Your base stat is. Character sheet. Your base is 2. I need to roll a d20 real quick. Well, fuck me. Dwayne pushes the shield in between where his hand is lodged and the inside of the casket lock, and as he forces it in, he accidentally breaks the top of the casket off. However, Dwayne looks into the casket and notices that there is a staircase leading down into the dark abyss.
I'm just too good at this.
Oh, that sounds really lovely to go
I rolled a 1. So literally anything that you rolled would have been higher.
Okay, now I'm gonna go tell the other people.
Okay. So you guys can see my mouse right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Si, senor.
Okay. Dwayne travels through here. Or sorry, he travels through this door right here. He goes past the cemetery. All the way down here. Mind you, this is like 1/10 of a mile to walk because the cemetery is fucking huge. Dwayne, do you run or do you walk back?
Run.
Okay, you're out of breath, by the way.
Yes.
Is he still wearing his armor?
So yeah, he's still wearing his armor.
He's gonna get heat stroke or something.
Well, no, so this is actually a massive dome that we're under. I explained that to you guys when we first came into here. That we are inside a massive dome, however, it's still the desert outside. So it can get warm, but currently it's not. These little sewage things, the things that look like sewage grates, are actually vents for the heat to escape into and the cold air to come out. So the large ones push the heat down, so it sucks the heat into the ground, and these smaller ones pushes cold air up.
Bongos just said vents among
I
us.
see it. Dwayne, I have 3 monitors. I have Discord, I have I have the main screen, and I have Streamlabs open.
Bongos, this is why we can't have nice things.
Oh, what do you mean? What's gonna do a part where a guy pops out of that and he says "sussy" and he dies. But...
Sussy Baka.
Okay. Dwayne comes back to us, me and Rem, who are currently standing there. I don't know what Rem's gonna do. I turn around and I look at you, I cock my head, and I says, "What are you doing? Why are you running back to us?"
Well, I was doing some tomfoolery and I accidentally got my hand stuck in a casket, and then I broke the casket, and I found a staircase leading down into the abyss.
Okay. So let me stop you right there. First off, where the fuck were you? Why was your hand stuck in a casket? Second of all, oh, that's actually really cool.
Well, I was exploring the cemetery, the catacombs.
So you're putting your hands into dead people. Got it.
And I saw a strange room at the end of the hall, and I went there, and as I was examining cheeses, I decided to open the casket, and yeah, my hand got stuck. But then I got the shield, and I broke the top of the casket, and I saw a staircase leading down.
Oh, that's cool. Well, we should go grab everyone else before we actually head down, or if we want to decide to go down. Because I have a feeling that we would definitely want everyone. So, we stay as a group, and the first person we go and get is we're going to go get Hydrate, who is currently in the bakery still counting out his change.
Dave kind of fast, man.
I thought I was still working. This is a 1 hour of work.
Okay, do you want... Okay, so... What we can do if you want to do that, we can skip through time and your hour shift, because I already added the gold to your account before my power went out. We can add the gold, we can, your shift can be over, we can fast forward time, or we can help you.
We're gonna share the money then?
No, we'll all get our own benefit. You still get the amount of gold, but it will also... Our roles will determine how much extra time we'll be staying in the bakery.
Alright.
Okay. So everyone needs to roll a D8. So it's just roll a D20, but with a D8.
Yes, sir.
I need my D8 right here.
No!
That's a D12. What'd you get?
You got one.
That's good, actually. In this case, the rolling a low number is very good.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
what was it?
too.
One
So,
D8, right?
Yeah,
roll 1d8.
Yeah, roll 1d8.
Oh.
Rem also got a 4. Oh, that's not bad. So, if we do... So, I got a 4, Rem got a 4, and Joanne got a 1. We divide 9 by 3, so we have to work an extra 3 hours. That's not bad. However, we all get an extra 10 gold. So,
hey.
I'm going to add 10 gold to my account. Hydrate, do you remember how to do it?
Yeah, I can put money in my own.
Okay, I'm gonna add money to everyone's accounts. Not 45 slash, it's just 45. And Rem, I would like you to... Do you know how to open your character sheet and look at what you have?
How?
Okay. So, do you see the newspaper up in the top right, next to the chat bubble and the pictures? Yeah. Open the journal, and then click on your... you are the Ogwem Bleedy. Click on that, and then go to character sheet. And while we're all still going over stuff, just look through what you have. You can also go to spells, which is up at the top. It says your background, your neutral, your experience, and then it says core, bio, and spells. If you click on spells and you go to all of your abilities, you can look at what each of them does. Don't actually click on them. Hover over the name and then click on the eye, or else you're going to show it to chat like I just did.
So just hover over the spells?
You can... So put your cursor over it when it highlights red, and then go over to the little, like, eye for information thing, and click on that, and it should pop up your, like, what each thing does.
I see.
Okay. Just, go through that a little bit. And while you're doing that, I will explain our situation right now. After our 3 hours have been worked, we all get the extra 10 gold. We now are going to be traveling down in a pair of 4, down into the library where coffee and bongos are currently situated. We walk in the door and the same thing, actually. We walk in the door. Yeah! And nothing happens.
Nice.
Yay, we don't know magic at all.
Well, that's kind of the point. Magic users are forbidden from walking into the area without, like, proper authentication. Because
I got it reversed then.
the magic people literally could just go in there, burn the books, and then leave.
Or we could have bongos to swallow them all.
Yeah, we could just have bongos swallow them all. Okay. Since we are all down here in this area, we are now all in a group. We are all almost right in front of the door. We're standing between the 2 bookshelves that are right in front of the doorway. A wizard is still talking to Coffee, and Coffee isn't even looking at the stream.
Oh damn! They've been talking to him for 4 hours then.
Well, that's fair.
What?
I'm showing us like the major where we, so, Roll20 won't let me import this picture, so I'm just streaming it on photos because it literally just won't work.
Oh, okay.
So like instead of you guys having to look at like this, I just opened mail. This bland ass picture of a wizard doing alchemy. There's like a legitimate picture of the town that we're in. So we're all down here. Bongos and Coffee 4 hours ago before we all started, or 3 hours ago before we all started our shift, was talking to the sorcerer about the fact that we have this book of Acid Arrow. Currently, what the fuck is going on with Streamlabs? Currently what they are doing is they are attempting to get us to sell the book. However, Bongos has not actually looked through the book yet. So if Bongos would like to attempt to look through the book and learn the spell before we sell the book, because I have not given you the price yet, but since Bongos, his charisma does not work on male sorcerers, the price will stay standard. So Bongos, if you can roll I'm gonna have you roll a D8 for this one. Is that the number you just rolled?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
okay. Bongos attempts to learn the spell, however, he only learns half of the spell. The sorcerer says that he can teach him how to use the rest of the spell if he pays him 30 gold.
Does he have that much?
He should have that much. Bongo says he pays him 30 gold. Okay, let me go to your character sheet. You are Pluto. Yeah, Bongo says 95 gold. He now has 65.
Damn, you rich.
Bongos learns Acid Arrow. They would like to have us sell the book, since that is one of the books that they do not have in the possession. I suggest that the person who knows the spell sells them the book instead of anyone else, because we literally don't know. None of the people here the people who don't know magic here have no idea what the importance of this book is for.
Okay.
So Bongos, are you going to sell the book, or are you going to keep the book? Sell. Okay. This is where I have to roll a modifier to determine how much it will be worth. I am going to roll a d12. Actually, pulling up my camera really wouldn't help, so I'm just gonna roll the modifier since you guys aren't confused by what I'm doing. I'm going to roll in the chat. I'm going to roll 1d12. I get a 4. That modifier is going to be by a d8, and then it's going to be divided by 2 times 10. So he is willing to buy the book from you for 20 gold. So it's not bad. You'd almost be gaining the gold back, but you can choose to keep the book. Are there any future libraries to sell to? Yes, I will tell to you that there are different libraries that we are willing to sell to, or we will encounter at some point. Bongos will keep the book for now. Bongos, Coffee still has the book in his possession. We will keep the book in Coffee's possession. However, Bongos now knows the spell. Okay.
Yay.
We all group up in the middle of town. We now know at the so you can't see it, but above us, if you pretend to look up, there is a massive sky dome piece made of glass to tell us what time of day it is. It is currently pitch black outside, meaning that there is at least 1 hour between light again and where we are. So, since we are all standing in the middle of town, what do we want to do? I suggest that we go into the catacombs, since there's literally nothing else for us to do, because if we go outside, Rem would be the only one able to see, and if Rem's the only one able to see, he will be the only one that we would have to have in case we get robbed. So if we walk out of the town pitch black and we don't have our torches out, or there's something out in the distance that can see us but we can't see it except for Rem, they have the chance to set an ambush attack on us.
I say we go to catacombs too.
I also say we go to the catacombs.
Catacombs, yeah.
Okay, I'll follow.
Alright, we are all in favor of going to the catacombs. I will now be switching the stream because we are all going to be looking back at the
Am I able to read the leaflet in my inventory? In my inventory?
The leaflet. Yeah, you can read the leaflet if you want. Do you choose to read the? You can choose to read the leaflet while we're walking to the catacombs.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Before I do that, I am going to have us. Here is going to be a very, very, very strange thing. Before before I explain to you what the paper says, I'm going to explain to you all what we are approaching. As we walk down the staircase, we all light our torches and walk about probably a good 15-20 minutes down a set of staircases and into an open area. We are approached by this. As we walk forward, we notice that there are a set of 2 ancient sphinx standing as humanoid creatures with a door glowing with a red staircase. That is what we are currently staring at. Above us is just an open sky made of stone slabs and cobbled moss. Around us, you can hear the small hints of animals such as fish and toads, frogs, such of the like, in the area. I will now explain to you what the leaflet says. The leaflet says, "Danger now! There is an approaching party that we need to be dealt with. These party adventurers seek refuge from the King's Citadel. You must stop them at all cost and return them to Burgund."
On the mummy?
On the mummy.
Oh no.
In D&D, by the way, mummies are actually able to read and have proper, like, conversations with each other. However, it is through, it's not telepathy. They touch the ground and it translates speech. I don't actually know how 5th edition explains it, but they can read and write as well.
Wow, we just killed a living being. Oh no.
Well, yeah, we killed a living dead being, technically.
Yeah.
So
I released my scorpions for the moment.
That's fair.
Have them hunt for all the food.
To explain to you
and
all...
Also,
okay.
To see if anything happens once I release my scorpions.
Okay. So currently, no one but Rem can see the entirety of this room. We can only see the door, the eyes on the humanoids, and the light coming out. We don't actually know. Am I able to use my spell? Bongos, you are allowed to use your spell. I would like you to roll a d20 for perception. Actually, it would be wisdom, but... Okay.
20!
Bongos got a nat 20. Bongos,
we see everything.
Bongos, what spell did you cast again? You cast Candlelight, right? Or Clairvoyance?
Dancing Light?
Or is it Dancing Light? I can't remember which it is.
Is Dancing Light?
Go to character sheet, we go to spells. Yeah. It'd probably, yeah, it'd be dancing light. Bongo's cat. Everyone's still here, right? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Bongo's casts dancing light behind us all. It opens up a projected room showing us the massive structures that we are currently standing at. We're all in awe because we literally just opened a small casket and are shown this door, unbeknownst to any of us, with what is behind it or how to open it. I'm actually going to go up to the door, right? You guys can see my, you guys can't see my cursor. You could just, I'm going to just do free hand.
Did we take the cheeses with us?
We did not take the cheeses with us. We have passed the cheeses.
Oh.
I am currently right here. If you guys see the little... Okay, that didn't work. Do you guys see where I put the line?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm currently standing in front of the doorway trying to understand the... or I'm trying to decipher the language that is written on the door. The eyeball is actually a strand of language text that can be deciphered if a person knows the correct language. I am the only person in the party that understands this language, and I am currently trying to understand it. However, the issue being, the language has been scratched and scribbled out, so it is very hard to depict what it is saying. I stand there momentarily as I attempt to decipher.
I feel like we shouldn't be investigating this thing.
Well, I'm a
people
bird.
Upstairs. Wow. It's like,
I can't use my
sand
knowledge here, Genshin God.
Your what?
I can't use my sand knowledge here.
No, if you want to, okay, Dwayne. Here's the thing with that. Your sand knowledge is going to depend on if we're in a specific structure. I'll let this one work. You need to roll a D. You need to roll a D10. Odd numbers, you will understand the language. Even numbers, you will not understand the language. Okay, Dwayne understands the language.
About to get you going. I hope you realize what I was talking about.
Yeah, no, I know what you were talking about. Who the hell is this? I just got a random friend request from a person in Discord, and it's just a cat with sunglasses.
That sounds like a wonderful friend.
It's really no mutual servers or friends, so it's a bot. Dwayne is attempting to understand the language with me as I examine this door. Does anyone else want to do anything while we are standing in front of the door and trying to examine this?
I still need to feed my scorpions now that I've let them feed on these animals around us.
That's fair. Would you like to search for anything in the area?
Yeah, sure. Let me look. I have something in perception, I believe.
Who do?
D20?
Yes, roll a D20.
8.
Hey. You have 10 scorpions. You find food for 2 of them.
Oh, just for 2?
You're 8. However, I will tell you this. The fish that we have, the scorpions will eat.
Oh, great.
The only issue being, after a while, if the scorpions do not get a different type of food, they will not become enraged. However, their poison will become uncontrollable, seeping through the glass case that it is currently sitting in. You have 3 days to find a different food source for all 10 of them, or else your glass jar will break and they will be free.
Won't they just follow me anyway then?
Well, yes, but I mean, you have them in a glass jar. It's more secure that way, because if one of us accidentally trips and steps on one,
your people will die, yeah.
Yeah. I don't wear, as Eric Cochran aren't actually able to wear shoes. So we're...
Flying, though?
You can fly, yes, but I'm currently walking on the ground.
Right.
I'm wearing a small... So if you guys look at the journal and then you look at the picture of my character, you can see that I don't wear shoes. My feet are strong and they're like armored, but we don't wear shoes. So the scorpions are still able to penetrate through my foot if I were to step on one. And let me tell you, they will kill me.
Hey, I'm not like feeling well.
Okay. Do you just want to listen? I won't have you do anything huge.
Okay, sure.
What do you say?
Poor buddy. He said, "Okay, sure."
Okay. I don't want to force you to do this.
Yeah, don't worry.
But I also don't want you to be left out of like what we're doing.
Okay, everything just kind of hurt.
Fine.
Eat something smaller, maybe. Banana?
I haven't eaten anything.
Eat multiple bananas.
Eat all
Consume the
bananas.
tree that the bananas were growing on.
Yeah.
Eat
Go
enough
eat some
bananas.
snack. We'll inform you if
Nah.
anything happens.
Yeah,
Go
eat enough.
Dude,
Eat enough. I know what Rem was gonna say. Eat enough bananas that it kills you from the radiation.
Damn.
how much was it? It
It is 40. If you eat 40,000 bananas in 8 minutes, you will actually die from radiation poisoning because potassium has a small amount of radioactive
Wait,
material.
how many
in
bananas
it.
is it?
40,000 bananas
I'm gonna do that. And how many?
in
8
8 minutes.
Nah, I can do that in 7. We're doing this.
Excuse me, Dwayne. Did you know Did you know 1 gram of uranium is 20 billion calories?
We're doing this, bro.
What? You're just gonna blend all the bananas in a blender and
That's
then pour
what
it into your stomach?
You could actually, theoretically, there's an idea that if you blend enough food, you can take a compressor and shrink it down to like a really small cube. But as soon as an acid or an acidic material reaches it, it would expand extremely quickly, so you'd essentially explode from your inside.
Oh.
Oh, lovely.
I was just gonna swallow the bananas.
I'm very aware of what you were going to do, Dwayne.
Oh, 40,000.
You guys saw them like you saw
Dwayne's
me,
literally gonna Kirby the bananas.
What is a proficiency in the perception?
Me using my microphone was just practice for this one moment.
No.
What did you say, Hydrate?
What does having a proficiency in perception do for me?
Having a proficiency in perception mean if I ever decide to have you roll randomly or spontaneously, if you roll high enough, you may determine that there is a trap ahead.
Can I look for traps now?
You may look for traps.
D20 again? Yeah.
Yes.
13.
You find a small pressure plate in front of the doorway that none of us have stepped on. You don't know if it's a trap or not, but you know that there is one there.
Alright, I shall tell the group.
Okay?
Oh wait, do I get a bonus free for my... Bonus free was... No, that's not wisdom, it's perception.
Perception. Yep. If you had rolled the 13, I would have... if you didn't have the perception... if you didn't have the proficiency in perception, I would have just said there's a small pressure plate in front of you. I would have not described the pressure plate or anything in any detail. I would have probably just said there's a button in front of you. I wouldn't have even said there's a pressure plate.
Ah, well, I'll tell the people at the front, and then I move to the back.
Okay. Hydrate explains to me and Dwayne, who's more than Kashi, that there is a pressure plate in front of the door that no one has stepped on yet. However, he does not know if it's a trap or not. We take the advice in stride as he proceeds to go to the back of the group as we continue studying the door.
Okay, so there's a pressure plate.
Yes.
Correct. Right? Okay.
There's a pressure plate in front of the door, and I have about half of the conscript on the door deciphered.
Okay. I have... If I throw... Wait, I have 1 spear, it seems. Okay, I have 1 spear.
Mm-hmm.
I have 5 javelins.
Yeah.
I have... How weighted is the pressure plate?
You don't know.
Could I technically use magic hand for that? Does it count as a magic item or something like that? Or active magic items?
Hold on.
Wait, did you mention there was frogs in the room?
There are frogs in the room, yes.
You can try to catch one and put it on there, maybe.
Okay.
We could do that.
You do that. I will attempt to catch the frog since I have the flight ability.
Also, to throw one of the shields like Captain America and hope it hits.
Dwayne, if you hit it with the shield, it will explode.
Oh, well, that's fun.
They are small frogs.
Oh, not the frog, the pressure plate.
Oh, I thought you meant you were gonna throw the shield at the frog. I'm like, dude, the frog is like the same size as the emblem on the shield. No, it's gonna fucking implode. You could do that, but I'm gonna attempt to catch a scorpion first.
Oh my god.
What?
Or,
No,
sorry, frog. Frog, I'm sorry.
I'll send my scorpions after you if you do that.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a d20. I got a 7. I catch the leg of a frog, however, it slips out of my hand.
Oh no.
Dwayne, would you like to now attempt to throw this shield at the pressure plate that is assumingly not a frog?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to roll a d20.
I
the
would love
pressure plate
to. I would love
frog-shaped?
to. Okay.
Yes, the pressure plate is frog-shaped. Fuck! I wanted you to roll low so that when you threw the shield, it hit a frog. Dwayne throws the shield at the pressure plate, and a massive amount of rumbling happens in the room. The door opens up into this massive catacomb area. You cannot see through it, and Rem has a hard time seeing past the doorway.
Hey, can I go pick up my shield?
Dwayne, yes, you can go pick up your shield.
I'm gonna go do that. Broski's
Yes,
I'm out here playing
Bongos, you can
Captain
cast
America.
Dancing Light again. However, you will have to follow the light down the hallway as you cast it. If you cast high enough, you will have to follow it down the hallway. Okay, Bongos attempts to cast Dancing Light. Fucking, okay. Bongos casts Dancing Light, and as the same thing as before, the light opens up the entire area, and you are able to see a majority of the this. Hold on. Alright. That's not the audio that I wanted to play with this. I wanted to play this. We all enter into the area, and as we approach, we are greeted with a winding set of zones that we're unable to notice. We hear that there is something, a breeze going through the area, giving us the idea that we are not in an enclosed space. There has to be an air area somewhere, or a crack in the surface, to allow us to hear the wind and the noise from the outside. We can hear the desert winds as it calls across the top of us, but we are not sure where we are in the world. We are not sure if we are directly still below the village, or if we are outside of the area at this point. For everyone, we are at the bottom right, where that hallway goes to the right.
I just see a black screen.
Me too.
You guys just see a black screen?
We don't see nothing.
Oh!
They do unwield the darkness.
Interesting! Hold on.
Oh, does the game know which characters can see and which can't see?
No. I have Fog of War on.
There better not be zombies in here.
Meaning, I didn't realize that Fog of War made your guys' screen entirely black.
I'm blind.
Hold on, I have to figure this
Can you
out.
see anything, cat person?
Hold on, no. I didn't realize that this was a thing. The Fog of War feature allows you to gradually reveal the area of the map to your players. This is useful to having your party explore dungeons they're not able to see. Fog of War will cover up anything in the tabletop. There are only exceptions that a player can see any token that he or she has control over. Prevents players from accidentally moving their token in a location if you use... Okay. Click on the eye icon on the tabletop bar. Interesting. Not what I wanted to do. Undo. So, and you got... Oh, shit. So it's just a completely black screen for you, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. I think that's actually really cool. However, I don't know how to...
Open up the field?
I don't. Because I thought
Alright, we go back
wait,
up there.
wait. Clicking on the eye tool on the tabletop toolbar. Oh. There is an oh. So can you guys see the white square?
What's that
Yeah.
square? What's that?
Fuck yeah! Hell yeah!
Oh, Jesus.
I did it! Let's go!
Let's go.
Alright. So that's actually really fucking cool. Can one of you guys stream your screen so I can see what it looks like? This is actually really dope.
I'll stream it. Give me a second.
I'm looking at a full map layout. I didn't realize that Oh, that's fucking awesome! Okay. You come up to an area that has a left and a right to it. Which direction would you like to go?
Boys.
Bongos wants to go right.
Right as well.
Alright.
Are we
Bongos
going
wants to
right
go.
or left? Bongo said right. Rem said right.
I guess we're going right.
Do we all want to go right?
Behind us, though.
Can I smoke a cigarette at the
Yes,
moment?
Dwayne, you can smoke a cigarette.
Thank you.
I want to smoke in here. I hate cigarettes.
There's a reason. There's a reason.
Oh.
You never know when you might have to spit a cigarette at someone.
Well, I follow behind the group and look behind us as we're going to that direction, I guess.
So we're going right?
Right?
Yeah.
Is.
Alright. We are met with a room, since Bongos is still casting Dancing Light. We are met with a room, with 2 sets of 4 pillars, a broken zone to our left, and a hallway above us. I'm going to take the chance, or I'm going to take the opportunity to look around. I noticed the same things that I just described. I'm not going to roll for it. My sock is inside out, motherfucker! I just noticed this.
Why you wearing socks?
There is a set. No. On my like actual IRL, I'm wearing socks, and my sock was inside out. I noticed that there is a set of two
My mom just injured herself.
What?
I'll be right back. My
Oh.
mom just injured herself.
Okay, Dwayne's mother has injured herself. I know that this was a thing. This is actually really cool.
Is he going to be gone forever? He's coming back?
No, he's coming back. His mother apparently injured herself. So,
It happens.
sorry. I noticed, I described to the group, I noticed that there is a set of 4 pillars with 2 at each column, and there is a set of squares behind those pillars in conjunction with the linings, so that there are 8 pillars and there are 16 squares. Or 12 squares. There's 8 pillars and 12 squares. Anyone else want to do anything?
We can see so far.
Well, we walked into the room.
Oh, we're inside of it right now?
Yeah,
All the way?
we're all the way inside the room.
Can I roll a perception to look around and see if I can find anything?
You may roll perception.
8. Aw.
You find nothing of significance.
Oh well. I recall my scorpions back into my jar.
Your scorpions were following you this entire time?
Yeah?
I
Alright. Yeah. Sure.
Alright. He did say let them out or whatever. I think. Before.
Mhm.
Is anyone else do anything? Perceptions?
I guess I could look around.
Alright, Rem, I want you to roll a d20. Okay.
Hey, you find something.
Rem walks around the room and notices all of the pillars. However, he notices that there is something inscribed on one of the back sides of the pillars.
I take a look at it.
Rem looks at the language and notices that it is a language that he cannot decipher.
I go to you and ask if you could help out.
I say, sure, I'll see if I can understand the language. I walk up to the thing and I do not understand the language.
Can I also take a look then?
Hydrate walks up to the pillar and also does not understand the language.
It's not Dragonic.
Bongus walks up to the pillar and understands the language.
Yay!
Ease.
I love doing this. It's fucking awesome.
Praise the Lord, the bongos. He knows all, sees all.
No. So you guys remember the trait that I gave him called bitch?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You spent several hours discussing the lore and history of the continent and is now aware of how to speak Elvish, Orcish, and Draconic. Well, it's a mixture of all three. Funny, well, not a mixture of all three, but it's mostly Elvish and Orcish. However, the character conjunction for people who understand only Elvish or only Orcish cannot understand how the wording is read. It reads on the pillar. It reads on the pillar. Hold on, I gotta pan the camera.
I can read Draconic.
You can read Draconic, however, that was not written on the language board.
Right.
It's Elvish and Orcish, however, you need to understand both Elvish and Orcish. Everyone in our party only understands Elvish or Orcish. You need to understand both of them.
Right.
Okay. Bongus reads the pillar and understand, and it's going to be kind of important for me to remember to tell this to Twain. Reads the pillar. To the front of you, Zest leads to the dungeon of the demons. So to the left of the right passage leads to the outer worlds. You may take that with.
We should not be here.
You may take that with a grain of salt, or you may inspect it further, Bongos. Inspect further. Bongos looks at it and understands that not only was this person that was writing this scripture stupid and actually a brain-dead monkey, however, he understands and translates that a room in front of us leads to several treasure rooms that are trapped with multiple destructive spells, and to the left of us will guide us to the way out of this area.
Do we know what kind of destruction?
Not a clue. You have no idea. Bongo says we get out, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, I shall make the decision. I'll send one scorpion that way.
You'll send a scorpion. Okay.
See how
Only the oldest scorpion. Well, no.
Alright, I need you to roll a D10.
Wouldn't the oldest technically be the weakest as well?
That's the point.
7.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Your scorpion glows in the light. Remember that your scorpion glows in the light, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Your scorpion travels down the hallway and gets this far. Would you like it to turn back, or would you like it to continue going forward, or would you like it to turn back and attempt to see if there's anything to the sides?
To look to the side? Wait, what, Bongo? You saying something?
Bongo's is saying something.
Never mind. What?
So you guys cannot see how far down that way is. The only thing is, you know, the scorpion was able to travel that far.
Anyone got a torch I could throw over there?
Who is our... So, you're the ranger, right?
Yeah.
You have to follow your dancing... No, so you can set your dancing lights about 10 feet away from you. Hydrate. What you can do is you can take an arrow and light it on fire and attempt to fire it down the hallway.
What's the idea?
Bongos has an idea. Fire... Oh. Okay. Bongos, I want you to roll a d20 to attempt to cast Firebolt. Fuck. Okay. Bongo casts a Firebolt down the hallway. The Firebolt ignites several things in its way, and you hear a massive explosion. You figure out that Firebolt triggered a tripwire that sent 3 boulders crashing from the ceiling.
Ah.
Good thing my scorpion's okay.
Yeah, your scorpion is fine. We now have this entire area lit up now because Bongo shot a fireball, and where it currently landed sat in a pool of oil. That oil is currently burning, but it is not going to burn for long. The area up to that zone is safe. Do we want to travel that far?
I up to my scorpion then.
Okay. I say that we travel that far.
Yeah, I say that.
Okay.
And now I'll have it walk further up. Wait, no, boulders are in the way now.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
What did I
Dwayne,
miss?
Dwayne, you missed. Bong was casting a firebolt, and it triggered a trap.
Dumb bongo.
Everyone is fine. He triggered the trap, and no one was there.
Oh, good.
We're
Yeah,
scouting for a
so
treasure room. But
So we
don't
are
know it's
currently
dangerous.
standing in the room. Hydrate sent his scorpion down the hallway, and it got to as far as it currently is. Bongo's also set a firebolt in that direction. It set off a trap with 3 massive boulders. However, no one was there, and the area is currently now blocked.
Alright, I put my scorpion back in my jar
You
and
put your
talk to the
scorpion
guys
back
and
in the
say it's
jar.
blocked by boulders.
Fine.
What can we do about it? Do we have a pickaxe or something?
Let me get this straight.
No, we don't.
So there's a pile of rubble on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Where when we enter in right, if we look straight, that's where the boulders are cutting it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to our left is where Bongos triggered a trap. And
No. Straight ahead of us is where Bongos triggered the trap. To our left. So we're all standing right. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. We're all standing right here.
Yeah.
Bongo shot the firebolt this direction.
Yeah.
And it triggered the trap. So that area is currently blocked off up to that point. This is a broken part of the wall.
Oh, what are we waiting for? We can't go one way. Let's go the other way.
Not entirely.
Asking if we have any pickaxes.
Oh shit! Hold on. I just realized you guys can't see the entire. Hold on. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on.
Oh, when I walked past, I saw that. Did I?
That makes it a little better. Sorry, I didn't realize that you guys couldn't see the corners of that.
So there's alternate little pathways.
So there are alternate pathways. Since I am a bird brain, I'm going to step into one of them. I'm going to step into this one currently right there. I am going to roll for perception. Roll an 18. I walked in and I walked in this far, noticing that there is a small slab on the front of the floor. I throw a boulder at it, and there are spots on the wall. Hold on, that's not very...
Arrow trap?
Hold on. I just realized that it doesn't help. Oh wait, can you guys... No, you guys can't see that. You guys can see this. There we go. It has to be large enough. I walk into the room, and as I throw the pressure plate, or I throw a thing onto the pressure plate, a small stone, there are 6 arrows that shoot out of the wall in all different directions. I narrowly avoid all 6 arrows. This room is now completely safe. I walk into the room, and I'm going to look around. I notice that the room is slightly tinted and slightly soiled. There is a bunch of moss growing on all sides of the wall, ceiling, and floor. And there's 2 chests in front of me. I'm going to open one of the... None of you are in this room, by the way. I'm the only one in the room. I'm going to roll in the game to attempt to open one of the chests. I open one of the chests, and I find a pair of striking flint and steel.
Nice.
You don't worry about a campfire no more. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna add that to my thing.
I have a question. How the hell have I been lighting my cigarettes this whole entire time?
What do you mean?
He hasn't been able to light his cigarette. He's just been putting a cigarette in his mouth.
No, you have a. What do you mean? You have a matchbox.
Okay.
I was gonna say you're not just. I wouldn't let you have a pair of Marlboros if you can't fucking use them. You have a match. You literally have a tinderbox.
Eating the fucking cigarettes.
All right, I'm going to attempt to open the other one. Fuck me! I open the other chest and I break it in the process.
And you see what's inside, right?
How bad is break?
Rem, I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
The chest is
Well,
not
the
able to
lock
be
is
opened.
broken.
It's
Yeah.
obliterated.
The lock is broken. The chest is not able to be opened.
Could mending help out with that?
Coffee has an
says-
axe or a hatchet.
Hold on.
Is
Rem might have an
men-
idea on this.
Mending,
Yes,
as
mending.
long-
Yes, mending would work.
All right.
Rem, I
can
want
use
you to roll a
mending
d20 to attempt to fix it.
What, he's in the room with you?
Well, no, I'll scream out to him, Rem, I need you to help me with this. Or Tabaxi, because I'm not gonna fucking pronounce.
Oh, that works.
Okay. Rem sticks his finger into the hole and it fixes it. Rem fingers the lock and it works again.
Can I look down
Okay.
this place here?
Which one?
This one here.
Yes, you can. I need you. Are you going to look into it or are you going to walk into it?
I'm gonna look into it first.
Okay. You look into it and you see pitch blackness.
Oh, I'm not carrying my torch with me. Oh.
You look into it and you attempt to see if you can see any further. You do not see any further.
I'll send a scorpion then.
Roll for initiative.
What's that one again?
Just roll a d20. It'll be intimidation.
8.
Your scorpion gets stepped on by an unknown entity. You now have one less scorpion.
Oh.
And now I can see its foot is coated in blood.
Correct.
And it's probably been stung because it stepped right on the scorpion,
Yeah,
so it's been poisoned.
on the bright side, it did step directly onto it. And you can see the foot because the scorpion glows in the dark, so you can see the foot of what you're looking at. However, it is not human.
Alright. I
If
shall tell the group that I found an enemy over here.
Actually, I was looking at my stats, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like my characters part. I see Shield of Strong Shield. Our adventurers have found the properties of the Strong Shield of Malbilor, increasing damage to undead.
Yes.
Therefore, I'm now Captain America.
You're not the only one that has that shield.
Yes, I know, but
Dwayne, did you also read what it does and what its attributes are? It deals double damage to the undead. Captain
Yes,
America does not fight zombies.
I'm Captain
technically
America.
speaking,
No.
Isn't there a
Fuck
Marvel
off.
series that was
Bucky is not a zombie.
technically,
Bucky is not a zombie, damn it.
technically
He's
speaking,
not a
I'm gonna
zombie.
technically speak my foot up your ass.
technically speaking, all the people he fought when he was in World War II are now
Okay, Dwayne. Alright. Yeah. Red Skull is technically dead. Okay.
Right, I find an enemy. I yell to the
Hydrate
group, "I found a live
yells
one."
to the entire group. We
A
have
live
an
one.
enemy. Also, I'm gonna mark that you have 9 scorpions now, because, one just got fucking...
Oh yeah, you would love to see that, don't you? He gave you this power, now you gotta take it away from me. Alright, I retreat back to the group.
Alright, he retreats back to the group. Well, we now have an unknown being entity in a room. We do not know if it's going to exit, or we do not know if it's a passive or an aggressive mob. All we know is that since the scorpion walked into the room, it stepped on. How big is the room? You have no idea how big the room is. Bongos attempts to cast Dancing Light again.
Why? Are we
Bongos
in this
does
room now?
not get Dancing Light to work. I would like to remind everyone that we literally have a fucking cat that can see in the dark.
Indeed.
Do we want to, ever say, hey, go look in here?
Hey, Rem. Use your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Okay, I'll roll.
Alright.
I'll roll to look in.
Rem, you
goes in,
technically
look.
don't have to roll.
Oh. Okay.
Rem stands directly right here and looks into the room. He notices that there is a strange figure standing there. Since it is currently dark, however, the being... I don't know how to describe this without, having a stroke. The being cloaks himself in the darkness, even though Rem can still see through dark.
It's basically just Batman.
It's essentially, yeah, it's the darker knight standing in a dark room.
We're just fighting Batman, guys. We're screwed.
Ask him if he's friendly. Rem, would you like to scream to this?
I'll do it. I'll do it if Rem doesn't want to do it.
Alright, Dwayne stands by Rem to make sure that Rem doesn't get his throat slit.
Rem, give it your best shot. Ask him if
is it bigger in pain?
I'll ask. I'll ask him if he's friendly.
Rem attempts to ask it in a language that he would assume that it would understand. The being looks directly back at them. As it looks back at you, you notice a cold shiver down both of your spines, regardless that Dwayne cannot see it. You see a pair of silver eyes glow in the darkness as it slowly comes towards you.
It's an undead.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
What do you want to do? Also, the rest of us are kind of just standing, the rest of us are just standing right here, and we're looking down the hallway at you two, and you're fucking screaming into a room.
Alright, I'm gonna raise up the strong steel shield.
Dwayne raises the shield in defense. Does anyone want to do anything? The people in the room down, okay.
Go here and throw a torch.
Bongos, are you gonna cast minor illusion?
But you're outside the room. We're outside the corridor.
Misclick.
What did you want to do, Hydrate?
I want to go here or here and throw a torch down to here.
Okay, everyone can see down that hallway. Bongos successfully casted his dancing lights up to the points where we can see on the map.
And I can't see too far in there though. Can I take a look there then?
Okay, you want to look into another room as we have an entity walking towards us?
The
really?
corridor is too small. I can't fit in there with all of them. I can't do much.
Are we really that fat?
No! The corridor is like 5 feet wide!
Oh, it is?
Yes!
You think you're like a hallway in that
you're literally going like, oh, it's another room as there's a fucking thing coming at these two.
Wait. Brad, if you woo at the
here, let me show you. Let me show you how you guys look in the hallway. That's not it. Undo that. Hold on, freehand. That's how big you two are in this corridor.
Okay. I have a preposition. Rem woo at him, and then see if he runs away, or he just dies of disgust.
What?
Okay. Rem, would you like to ooh with the enemy?
Fuck it, why not?
Alright, Rem, give me your best ooh woo. Alright, I want you to roll a d20, and I'm also going to roll a d20. Well, Rem, I'm gonna tell you this right now, if you don't get a roll, you're kind of fucked.
He's gonna eat him.
Rem, I rolled a d20. This thing fucking comes at you and pounces you into the wall.
Oh god! Okay.
So we can see what it is now?
We can all see that it is now we are all staring at a 7-foot-tall lizard folk with a spear and shield. Rem is currently being strangled at the throat. You do not have the masochist trait, so you are not turned on by this.
That's good. That's good.
Lizard folk is poison, right?
Hey, Bongo says, hey, fuck you at the entity. It drops Rem and charges at Bongos.
Okay, I tell the entity to negotiate.
Okay, Dwayne, it is charging at Bongos. Do you really think it wants to negotiate?
That's because Bongo's cursed at it. Like,
yo, man, you want to negotiate the peace treaty?
Do I have time to cast Firebolt? Yes, you have time to cast 1 Firebolt. Bongos, roll a d20. Bongos casts Fireball and it lands on its foot. It singes the lizard folk's foot, but it does not stop it from charging. Do I know if the lizard man is poisoned? You do not know if the lizard man is poisoned.
I'm gonna throw one of my javelins at it.
Oh.
You're gonna throw one of your javelins at it? Alright, Dwayne, okay. You do not know if the lizard folk is poisoned, but you do know that it stepped on your scorpion, and it looks like its blood is on its foot. However, Dwayne, I need you to roll another. I need you to roll a d20. Wow, we're really just rolling here. I need you to roll a d20 to throw a spear.
Oh, someone's gonna get hit.
So Dwayne throws the spear, and it lands directly by my foot. Dwayne, you managed to miss a 7-foot-tall, 400-pound entity and almost hit a bird that is a third of that thing's size.
What can I say?
That's lucky. You know what? This just looks somehow.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do the only thing I know how to do, and I'm actually going to do a kickflip. Joke's on you! I can kickflip as a bird.
So is none of you guys gonna roll initiative, or is it just me in the fight with this guy?
It's literally just you in this fight right now because no one has rolled initiative.
All right. I'll shoot an arrow at it, I guess.
All right, I need you to roll.
RD20. Is it 12?
Okay.
Is it hit?
It hits.
RD was it D8? Was it?
Yeah.
My weapon?
I need you to roll 1d8.
It's a free.
Yep, you hit it and you deal 3 hearts of damage. It has currently been dealt 5 damage, but it is not dead yet.
Oh.
Yo, strike! I don't have that.
No, that's bongos. That's bongos.
Where does my arrow hit on the lizard man?
Hits him in the knee.
Ah, yes.
I used to be an adventurer.
And then I took an arrow to the knee.
Okay. So
his movement is
so
half
far
dead?
we've shot a firebolt at his foot. Had a step on his scorpion. Freaking shot an arrow at it and hit it in his knee. And what else?
That's it. It's literally all it is.
Like
it is currently still. It is currently still charging at bongos.
God damn, it's slow.
I am going to. Okay, Dwayne. It has to cross 60 feet.
Doesn't it stab to hit in the knee?
Yeah. So you hit it in the knee halfway, and not only does that slightly cripple it, but it slightly cripples it. So.
No.
It's still going for him, huh?
I'm going to attempt to do a kickflip.
You jump in the air and kick him?
Oh, and fuck me, it hits!
Let's go!
I raise myself off of the ground and fly towards the lizard man. As he reaches his arm out, I put a talon in the air, I kick him in the throat, and it knocks him back towards you two. It is now closer to you than it is to us.
Okay, I'm gonna throw my shield at it.
Okay. Are we engaging in combat with this thing now?
It's already off. We are in combat, or at least I am.
Wait, so
no one has actually rolled for initiative.
It's just me.
Okay, I'll throw my shield.
Everyone needs to roll a d20 right now. Everyone.
Okay. Roll 1d20.
Bongo's got a 6. Dwayne got an 11.
Bongo, stop being bad.
Ram got a 16. I got a 12. And
no,
we'll just.
AFK.
Dwayne, you were AFK.
What do you? Yeah, where?
What do you mean you were AFK?
What do you mean, Bongos?
All right, so this is the order of combat. Wait, no. Hydrate. What was your initiative score?
Wasn't it 8?
No. The D8 was you hitting it for damage.
No, not as. Well, go up.
Just roll another.
Illusion.
Roll another. Just roll another D20, and we'll just.
Yeah, I told you it's an 8.
Oh. Okay, that works. Well, this sucks. Rem is the first in combat. Rem, what do you want to do?
What type of weapons do I have again?
Go to your. So let me explain to you all the situation. The lizard man is currently knocked on the floor. Until the end of my turn, it is on the floor. After my turn ends, it will be able to stand up. After Dwayne's turn, it will attempt to charge in a direction to attack one of you.
Okay, I don't think
the lizard man spoke at all during the entire thing.
Nope, it is grunted, growled, and screamed.
We don't understand lizard men, do we?
None of us understand lizard men. Which sucks because it's not draconic.
Indeed.
Let me
Meat for my scorpions. Let's kill it.
The scorpions are all in a jar.
Well, no, I'll leave them after the fight. I ain't gonna let them fight. One already died.
I do have a long sword I could use. I could try hitting it with the long sword.
I need you to roll a d20. Actually, I need you to walk forward and then roll d20.
Okay.
You're gonna have to walk forward and then roll. So just say that you're gonna walk forward and then just roll.
I'll walk forward.
All right. Rem walks forward towards the lizardman. He is now 10 feet away from the lizard folk.
Almost did put side. Fuck.
Rem slices at the lizard folk and it hits nowhere.
Lovely.
All right,
Is it not prone? Advantage?
No, so it's not a surprise attack, and he literally rolled a 6. He's not a fighter. He's a bard. So he would have had to have rolled a 14 or higher to do any damage.
Okay.
Why
So
do you have a long sword?
Is it now not charging
I
at
don't
Rem?
know.
It's on its back on the floor.
Okay.
It's my turn, by the way. It's
Okay.
Oh,
I am standing. I am still in air, by the way. I'm still flying in the air. I am above. Well, I'm not flying because the ceiling only extends to about the ceiling only extends about to 25 feet up. So I'm just hovering technically. I'm going to cross the distance since I am only I'm 35 feet away. Everyone except for Dwayne and Rem are 35 feet away from it. Dwayne and Rem are 20 feet away from it. It is so let me like do the freehand thing. Everyone let me do this. So Dwayne and Rem are standing right there, and then everyone else is standing right here. The lizard thing is like right here. Yeah, and you're right here. You're around the corner. You're around the corner, but it technically doesn't see you since it's on its back.
I shot the back of his knee then? Oh.
Yes.
Even better.
So I am going to attempt to charge it with my halberd. I'm in the air since I can I could actually cross that distance in the air faster than I can on the ground. I have a bonus in strength from dive attack and flight. I am going to attempt to hit it with my halberd. And I strike that son of a bitch with an 18. I'm going to roll the damage in chat. I have to roll 1d10 for slashing. I hit a 7. I swing my halberd and I manage to slice 2 of its fingers off of its hand, and I severely hurt it with the stabbing attack. If none of you know what a halberd is, it is a long axe with a spear at the very tip of it.
Yes.
Yeah, like a pole arm.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Those axes, I remember.
Yes, those axes. We have now dealt at least 15 damage to this creature, and it is not down.
How does poison work? Does it take damage if you drown or something?
It has been taking damage over time. However, I will not tell you how much damage it has done.
Right.
Whose turn is it now?
It is yours. However, the creature is now fully stood up and staring in my direction. So it is staring at the rest of the group. You now have an attempted chance for a surprise attack. It will deal double damage if you successfully hit it.
So what is this, Skyrim? Okay. What? Let me see. What can I hit it with? So I have my spear.
What can I hit it with? Pulls up an entire Imagine this guy sitting in combat, and he's like, I know exactly what I'm going to do, and he just starts pulling out all of his fucking weapons.
Okay, I do have a spear. I have 4 javelins technically. I lost 1.
Yeah.
But I can go pick it up later. If it's not broken. Schmicktar, a shield. And I could try being Captain America again.
Oh, my arrow probably broke because it landed on it, right?
Correct.
Oh no. Aw.
Well, technically not, because it's stuck in him.
It got into the back of his knee, and then you pushed him into the ground, and it got crushed.
Well, have you ever like been knocked back before? Your knees are raised when you fall on your back.
Oh, got pushed in a bit deeper. Oh, alright.
Yeah,
that works.
So I'm going to describe to you all what is currently happening. This lizard man has been kicked, shot, stabbed, slashed, shot at with a fireball, was on its back, has an arrow in its knee. 2 of its fingers are missing, so now it's getting dealt bleed damage, and it's poisoned, and the fucker still has enough energy to stand up. I'm going to give you all a hint of warning. If it hits any of you, it's gonna hurt.
It's a barbarian.
It's gonna hurt.
The lower that health it is, the more damage it will do. Alright, what are you gonna hit with?
Okay. Can I do a coordinated attack with one of the members?
Oh yeah?
The only person that is able to coordinate an attack with you... Actually, I need to roll for Coffee, because I never did, because he's just kind of been standing with the group as well. I'm gonna if he rolls higher than a 12, he will be able to coordinate an attack with you. If he doesn't, you will be the only one before the enemy creature attacks you before you can do anything.
Isn't facing Birdman?
Okay, so he can coordinate an attack with you.
Which one's Coffee again?
Coffee is
Paladin.
Coffee is our paladin. So our 2 tanks in our group are going to attempt to attack it.
Okay. So
No, he's a fighter, not a paladin.
Yeah, so it's the tank and the bruiser.
Okay. So, let me think about this. I could try to get its attention and have Coffee hit it. Or I could have Coffee.
You could do that. However, I will re-explain to you what I have said to you. The monster is staring directly at the group. You do have the chance, if you strike it successfully, to do double the damage.
Yeah. Okay. Coffee has what weapons? Does he have any ranged weapons?
Coffee currently has 2 hand axes that he can throw at it, a short sword, a 2-handed long sword, and a 1-handed long sword. He also has a shield of strong steel.
Okay. So
he also has a hammer.
Let's say okay. If he takes out the strong shield,
yeah,
throws an axe,
yeah,
and then I can try to sneak up from behind and then hit it with my scimitar.
Your scimitar?
Yeah.
Did you just say a schmicktar?
Yeah, that's what the Egyptians.
You know what we're going to call it? The schmicktar.
Okay, yeah,
that's how Egyptians pronounce it.
I like it. I like schmicktar over scimitar.
Ishtar?
No, schmicktar.
I don't remember that.
All right.
I'm pretty sure it's actually pronounced Smichtar, but you know.
Oh my god.
All right.
I don't think you guys.
I'm going to just ping that to show you that he is melee based. So he has a benefit that he gets an ability modifier when he's in a 2-handed weapon. When he's using a 2-handed weapon.
Okay.
So your best case is he runs up to the creature with his 2-handed longsword, and he attempts to hit it when you throw the shield at it.
Yeah. Okay, let's try that.
Okay. So I'm going to have Coffee walk up to it. He is now within 10 feet of this creature. The creature is now standing up, by the way. I have to roll 1d20 to hit it. That's not it. And it barely strikes. And I mean barely. So since he has the modifier, it is going to be 1d10, and it's going to just be +2 to whatever he hits.
So do I roll the 1d10 or
no, I rolled the 1d10 because I'm the one doing striking damage. So he rolled a 4, it's +2, it has now been dealt 6 damage, so it has now been dealt 21 hits of damage. This is now the most... this creature is now the hardest entity we have currently fought since we fought the mummies. Each mummy had 15 health. This creature has at least 35 since it is being dealt poison, bleed damage, and it's been stabbed, shot, and fucking kicked and everything.
I'm gonna throw my shield at it. I'm gonna roll
1d20,
right?
Yeah, 1d20
Yeah.
you need to roll at least. Okay, yep, that works.
You hit it.
Dwayne,
Damage.
you hit it. Now, here's gonna be the really weird thing. I need you to roll 1d8 for blunt damage.
Roll 1d8.
6! Holy shit! Wow, this thing is gonna get hella hard. We have now dealt 12 damage. I'm going to explain to you the scenario that is currently about to be unfound. As Coffee runs up screaming and charging with his two-handed longsword, Dwayne simultaneously throws his steel of strong steel at its... Where are you striking it, by the way?
Do I get to choose?
No you don't, because now you asked that question. Striking it in the lower section of its back as Coffee goes to strike it in its mid-waist area. Both attacks collide at the same time, dealing enough blunt force trauma that you snap a vertebrae in its back and break one of its ribs. It is now heaving and huffing as it goes for an attack. And I am not gonna be good here. Never mind, I'm fine. I rolled it. It attempts to slash at me and it claws itself in the leg.
How the fuck?
I rolled a 3 for it. So it is now being dealt bleed damage, burn damage, poison damage. It has been shot, stabbed, kicked, slashed, and blunted. And it's not dead yet. It has been dealt.
Hey, baby girls.
It has been dealt at least 50 damage by now.
Holy fuck.
Ask for its surrender.
Dwayne screams in a language the lizard folk does not understand and cannot return, or he cannot
No.
give
You know,
up.
like in World War II, like they just screamed at the German soldiers. Like
Dwayne, it's a lizard folk. You need to speak lizard folk.
And what happened to those German soldiers?
Yeah,
Just have Bongos.
Oh no, the Germans were fine. If you scream loud enough at a German, they'll listen to you, regardless if they know your language or not. This is a lizard.
Just have Bongos talk to.
Yeah. Oh wait. Can Bongo throw another fireball at it?
Yeah, Bongos can throw another fireball at it.
Bongos hit it with the fireball.
It's his turn. Yeah.
I'm waiting for Bongos to roll a low number.
He got a 15.
I know, but if so what was gonna happen there is if he rolled a low enough number, it would have hit one of you guys, and I would have had grudge applied.
Damn.
And you would have murdered Bongo.
But he says, yeah. All right, Bongos. I need you to roll. What does your firebolt even do? I can't remember what its damage modifier is.
It's a lizard, folks. Lizards live in water. This thing should be burning up at this rate.
No, well, wouldn't that be the opposite if it lives in water and you strike it with fire?
It's gonna. Yeah, but like no, because see the thing is, since it lives in water, it's like slimy and stuff like that, right? It needs to be moist.
Oh, straight. Yeah, it's 1d10. It's 1d10. 1d10.
Then that means there's a pool of water nearby. Then.
Bongos, I need you to... Okay. Bongos strikes you with another fireball. It hits it in the chest, although as it hits it in the chest, it kind of just puffs off, even though it still deals damage. The creature is still standing and alive. Rem, what would you like to do?
Sing a song. Sing a song for our demise.
I don't think anybody's gotten injured yet, has anybody?
No one has gotten injured yet. Except for the creature.
I'm mostly injured.
You could heal the creature if you really wanted to.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I guess I could try and attack it.
Alright, Ram, I need you to roll higher than a 14.
Let's pray to God.
Rem hits that son of a bitch clear and true. I need you to roll 1d8. Okay. Rem. Okay, and this is really weird. Rem hit it with a 17, and he only deals 1 damage. It's kind of hard to describe. Rem pokes it with the sword, and it starts to bleed, but he literally just walked up to it and poked it.
Oh my, where'd your energy go?
Rem went to swing at it, and as he came down, he stopped midway, and he pointed his sword into it and poked it. Alright,
It's still
Dwayne, it is now your turn.
Alright. I'll take a swing at it with my scimitar.
Alright, roll
Guess I'm just waiting
d20.
there then? Alright.
Oh, this thing's hella injured. Dwayne hits the ground with his scimitar.
Oh, damn it.
Alright, I'm gonna have Coffee roll.
I will fuck up your sword. Honest to God.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Fuck! Coffee hits it like hell. Coffee rolled a nat 20. I'm going to have him strike it with his two-handed sword again. It needs to at least... If he deals at least 8 damage here, we will kill it. Well, that's a 9 because of his +2 modifier. Coffee goes to swing at the... I was going to say crocodile, but it's a lizard folk. Swings at the lizard folk and cuts its legs off and simultaneously slices back at its head and decapitates it, forever killing it.
Yay.
Hey, we did it. Okay, let's go grab our weapons that have all been
No,
tossed
we
us.
need to do micromanagement. Everyone has earned
okay.
200 XP.
Poggers.
So I will add that modifier. So we are
So
now
did I just like wait 1 turn out or something?
What?
So did I just wait 1 round over? I just sat in the corner or something?
Yeah, you sat in the corner and you were fucking mourning the loss of your scorpion.
Because I feel like Coffee went twice. Like, oh, I only went once.
You were going directly after him.
Oh well.
I mean, the scorpion did at least poison them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I will tell you this right now. The scorpion did at least 20 damage.
Jesus.
We almost dealt nearly 100 damage to this thing before it finally died. Mind you, I believe we have actually all learned, it should
Level
be
2 now?
Should be. But I am not positive. It says
375 experience points needed. Aw. Not yet.
Are you also going to continue opening up the other chests in that room?
Yeah.
well, yeah, but you know, we just dealt with something.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I can do character level. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, no one click on it. No one click on it.
What did you do?
No one click on that, please, because that is very, very, very sensitive.
I just like walk here now and see
Indeed.
what was in the room. The lizard man was in?
As I'm doing this, yes, you can walk into the room. Do you want to walk into the room you are currently in front of, or would you like to walk into the room that the lizard folk came out of?
The lizard man came out of.
Alright, I need you to roll for, I need you to roll for perception.
And also-
19.
You find nothing in the room that could harm you, however, you find 4 chests. Who,
Can I also pick up my stuff?
Dwayne? Okay,
I got
I'm
some loot
gonna...
here. No one
No,
help?
no. I'm gonna real quick show you guys what happened. I need you to look at this. Someone accidentally put Dwayne's character onto the map. Thank you.
Hey, I can control it.
Can you move it off of the screen, please?
Down. How did I do that? Want me to delete it?
Wait, how did you... Hold on. Oh, it might be because I have the eye thing. Oh,
There we go.
I just click and drag it.
I got rid of
I
it.
can see the map. You better close it up quickly.
yeah.
Fog of War's gone over there.
Hold on. Can you take his thing off of the map? Can you right-click it and then can you do delete? Thank you, God. All right. Give me a second. I'm gonna reset the fog, and I'll reopen it. It's just I have to show you. I just had to do that thing.
I can't delete it.
No, you already did.
Why is it still here for me then?
It's not.
I deleted it.
Oh, it's gone now.
I was gonna say I'm really concerned if it's still there. So let me just reopen the area for you guys. There we go.
It's just there forever.
There we go. There we go. I opened this room. Alright, and then there is this one that's down here. Okay, so you walked into the room, and the room that is currently being opened, that room up at the top left, is the room that the lizard folk came out of. There are 3 chests in it, however, one of the chests is locked, bound, and hanging from the ceiling.
The fuck?
Got a situation here.
You know what I think I should do?
Oh yeah.
Wait, it's hanging from the ceiling from a chain. I don't want to drop
It's hanging... Okay, I will describe to you the chest that is currently hanging there. You look up at the chest, and it is a crimson bronze mixed with mahogany white wood, hanging approximately 15 feet above all of you, as it is chained by 4 different steel chains.
We should not open that.
I think we should, but the thing is, how do we get it down?
Well, I can fly.
Evil.
That's true, but you also have to then yank it off the
Correct.
4 steel chains.
Okay,
Okay, let's open up the 3 other chests.
I was gonna say, I have an idea, but we will get to that.
Okay. Yeah, let's open up the 3 other chests first.
Okay.
Just to at least get something, perhaps.
So, I suggest that since Hydrate is a rogue, he has the best chance of opening the chest. I
I'm
suggest...
a ranger, not a rogue.
Never mind, I'm stupid. My bad. We all have the same amount of...
I can pretend to be a rogue if you want, though.
No. We all have the same opportunity to open the chest and find something of importance. Who wants to take... Since I opened one of the chests already, you guys get dibs.
I'll go first since I went to the room and almost I lost Scorpion.
Alright.
What's the closest one?
The closest one is currently sitting... So you see the 6 black pieces?
Yeah.
It's the one that is right here.
Here?
Yes.
Alright. I'll go for that one then.
Okay.
D20?
Yes. Bongos has to
gotta
go,
go 11.
that's fine. Bongos, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Ah, goodbye, Bongo.
You rolled an 11. You open up the chest, and you find a bundle of arrows.
Yay.
Alright, I'll roll. I'll open one. There's
Alright.
3, right?
Yes, there's 3. So now
Oh,
there's
but that's
2
very
remaining. And
How
Rem
many
will...
arrows?
Oh, god damn it.
Dwayne breaks the lock.
Rem, mend it.
No, Rem is going to open his chest first.
How many arrows did I get from that?
You
I'll
got 10
open
arrows.
Alright, 30.
After I open up my chest, I'll mend it.
If you break the lock, however, you will then have to choose between which one you mend, because you can only mend 2 things within a day. Well, Rem also broke the lock, so now you gotta choose which one you want to mend, and you also have to roll high enough for the mending to work.
Rem, which one you want to mend?
I'll mend yours.
Okay.
Let me see.
Wait. Actually, wait. Hold on to it. What if we break that chest up there? And I
Yeah,
kinda
that
want
might
to
be a
do-
better idea, actually.
okay. Get
Okay.
it on.
Break open the
Alright,
boxes here?
no, I have an idea. Okay. So,
Yeah.
there's 6 of us in a party currently, correct? We have
Mm-hmm.
me, Hydrate, you, Rem, Bongos, and Coffee.
Yes.
We're all standing at least 5 feet high. My suggestion, I pick one of you up, carry you up to it, and then as I fly up to it, I have them grab by my feet, I hang from the ceiling on one of the chains, and you, who is currently the strongest, climb on our backs as you climb up and break the chains down.
Okay.
Can you
Alright.
just, like, cut a hole at the bottom of the box or something?
No, but I have the ability to fly up there. Dwayne has the chance to just break one of the chains.
Yes, let's try it.
Is
It's
this,
not,
like,
they're
iron
not,
chains?
they're not heavy duty chains, but they're strong enough to keep a chest in the sky.
Alright, let's try it out.
Alright? I assemble our makeshift ladder. I am at the very top. Hydrate is currently... I don't know where Hydrate wants to go, but I suggest
Can I
we have...
break open the box then?
Hold on, I don't know where my fucking dice went. No, because if you shoot and you miss, you're gonna hit Dwayne.
Oh, like I use my mace and, I don't know, bash a hole in or something.
You can, but Dwayne is the... you could.
Just like make a small hole to see what's inside.
Well, no. That won't work. The outside of it is made of bronze. The front piece is made of mahogany white, which is not enough to see into the chest.
Right.
So I am in the seal. So here's the issue. I have to pick one of you up. Who am I going to pick up and carry you up there?
Did you want someone with the highest strength score?
That's fair. So it's going to be Coffee or Dwayne.
I can go.
Alright. You're going to be hanging by my feet, by the way.
That's completely fine.
Alright, Dwayne hangs by my feet, and I need one other person to jump up and grab their feet so that Hydrate can climb on his back. So we need Bongos or... Okay, so Rem does it. So Hydrate's going to climb onto our back. He is now at least 20... He is now at least 15 to 20 feet in the air. So if you roll in that one, you're going to fall on your back and get dealt damage.
What? Oh, no.
Because you're going to swing at it and you're going to miss.
D20?
Yes, roll D20.
That's 7.
You hit the chain, but it does not do anything.
I guess I do it again then?
You can do it up to 3 times.
Oh, I do fall down.
You attempt to swing at the chain and miss completely, and you get knocked on your back. And you are wind, and you are now... the wind is now knocked out of you. You have been dealt 3 damage.
3 damage? Alright. How much health do I have?
Can I take a swing at it?
You may take a swing at it, however, we need someone to take your place, so I'm going to have Bongos or Coffee do it. I'll have Bongos take your place, and you go up and swing at it.
Alright,
I'm
ready?
at 7 hit points. That's a third of my HP. Oh, no.
Dwayne hits and breaks one of the 2 chains that are holding on to it.
Or I just try to hit the other one?
Hit it again. You gotta hit it again.
But you need to score to hit the chain.
Dwayne almost falls on his ass attempting to swing a second time.
I'll do it a third time.
Dwayne, you can't do it a third time.
Oh.
We have to have someone else try and do it. So we're gonna have you back in the same place that Coffee was at. And I'm going to roll for Coffee.
Yeah, let's see if Coffee can hit it. Please, Coffee.
Totem pole.
Rolls an 11. He swings and it seems to have cracked the chain, but it does not do anything. And he gets to roll one more time. He hits the chain and nothing happens.
Oh, come on.
We have one other. We can have one other person doing it.
I have Rem do it.
No.
No? Okay, who else can do it?
18.
Bongos shoots a fireball at the chest and it falls down, hitting almost all of us in the process. However, we have knocked it completely clean.
Hoggers! Now let's see if we can get it open.
If he had rolled anything under a 16, I would have had him hit someone in our group.
No.
He rolled an 18. Being lucky.
Those would have instantly murdered me.
Yeah, he probably would have killed you. You would have had to use one of your saving throws.
I have 7 HP. Why am I so weak?
You're a ranger.
So now we try to...
like a healthy human
Yeah,
male,
now we can attempt to open it. So, I'm gonna have Coffee attempt to open it since he has not opened one of the chests yet.
Okay, Boggers.
5. He breaks
it.
He does not break the lock, however, he does not get into it. And the only other person that can roll is Bongos.
Bongo, save us.
Bongos ticks one of the locks, but he is unable to open it. We now have 4 people able. I'm just gonna attempt to open it.
15.
Dwayne, roll 1d20. And Rem, roll 1d20.
One.
We successfully opened the lock. However, as we are opening the chest, one of us is shot.
Oh, goodbye, Rem.
No, it's not Rem.
Didn't you roll a 1 though?
There are 6 of us in the party. Hydrate, I'm gonna have you do the score. By how our character sheets are lined up, Whatever number is corresponding will be the person who was shot. Roll 1d6. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rem gets shot.
Oh.
Rem is hit with a random arrow. We are unsure of what the arrow is. However, it has been lodged into his arm.
Ah, lovely.
Hey, free arrow.
I don't know if that's how we should look at that, but the healer has been shot. Rem, you need to apply healing hands on yourself.
Healing word, you mean?
Yeah. No, wait, is it?
Yes.
Is it healing
It's
word?
called. It's
He's a
healing
bard,
word.
isn't he? Mendon.
That's
No,
what the spell's healing
it
word.
is healing word. It is healing word. Okay.
All right, I use that on myself.
Well, you don't need to roll for it, so.
Can I get the arrow?
Why is that the only thing you think about?
I mean, what else can I do? I can't really heal, and I can't do anything else.
If you pull the arrow out of his arm, it's going to cause further damage to him.
You know how arrows work.
You just got a bundle of 10 arrows. Calm down. He's got to pull it. Hell, if he pulls the arrow and he starts to fucking bleed on the floor, I'm assuming the first thing you're going to do is pick up the arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When he's
okay.
starting to pick up the arrow.
Yeah.
Be like, ooh, arrow.
Yeah, it's just like a guy's bleeding. Alright, Rem, I need you to roll 1d4.
Is the arrow anything special in it? Is it poisoned or something?
No, it's just a normal arrow.
Alright. One more arrow to the arsenal.
That's fine. Rem heals himself with a chanting word, and the arrow falls onto the ground. However, there is no broadhead on the end of the arrow. It is just a stick with a feather on it.
Wait, is it inside of him? Oh, we need to pull that out then.
No, it's not inside of him, but there was nothing to begin with.
Oh.
It was just a stick with a feather on it.
Oh.
Oh, you seem less excited to grab it now.
I wonder why. Maybe it's because not effective fucking arrow. However, that was the plan to begin with, so it doesn't even matter that you were gonna grab it.
I mean, technically, you could grab it and just put an arrowhead on it.
You could do that, yeah. You could just put a stone on it, and there's your arrow. But
I'll be right back.
Dwayne's gonna be back. All right. Well, we have the chest open. Who wants to roll to see what's in the chest?
You get the healer to do it. He just got shot.
That's fair. Rob, roll a d20.
Lovely.
He falls into the box.
Yeah, Rem falls into the box.
It's actually a mimic. He gets swallowed whole.
I could have done that, but I'm not gonna do that because they have so much hit points.
They do?
Yeah, mimics have 250 health points.
Jesus.
Yeah, they have a lot.
How much does a dragon have then?
A dragon has like 8,000.
Alright, let's fight a dragon.
Yeah, let's go fight a dragon as we just barely dealt enough damage to a lizard folk, just like 100. Yeah, no biggie. No biggie. Rem finds nothing of importance inside the chest. It literally is just an open box.
My day's ruined and my disappointment is immeasurable.
Well, Martin Pyro.
I lost 3 hit points.
Hey, Ram.
He got shot.
Ram.
Yeah.
Can you cast Identify?
Yeah. Do I have to roll for that?
Do you have Identify, or is it Bongos who has Identify?
Yeah, I have Identify.
I need you to roll on d20.
Well then.
4. Is he using it on the box?
He uses it on the box, yes. He does not find anything inside the box. However, he notices that there's something that was in the box previously that is now not in the box. And it was not the arrow. I'm gonna have Bongos, since Bongos has, I believe he has, he does not. Shit. That's a big issue. That's not good. Fuck.
We're doing all this work for this chest.
Yeah.
Yes, I let out my scorpions and have them meet the lizard man.
Well,
then? Is anyone
no. This works. Dwayne has a trait called Divine Sense. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You know the type of any being who's present to sense but not identify it. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence or any place of object that has been consecrated or desecrated as within the hollow spell. I'm gonna have.
So I just came back. What?
Dwayne, I need you to roll a d20 with your Divine Sense.
We just unleash an ancient evil.
Okay.
Sounded like it.
1d20. Let there be light.
Dwayne uses Divine Sense and notices that there's a specter standing directly behind him about to slit his throat.
Oh, that's quite a thing to notice.
That's alarming. I can't see that. I can't.
No one except for Dwayne and Rem are able to see this creature.
So how do I proceed about this? How do I not let him slit my throat?
Well, you have a surprise attack on him because he is still believing that you are unable to see him.
Okay.
You have the option. You cannot whisper to anyone because it is within its earshot. However, you can still attack it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Did you talk to it?
No, I'm not gonna talk to it. It's about to slit my throat.
Yo, hey man, I know you're about to kill me all, but how's your day?
Dwayne,
Yeah?
I need you to roll 1d20 again. You are going to literally throw a cross at it.
One.
Okay.
He breaks the cross.
You're asking a Muslim to throw a cross. You see the issue with this?
Dwayne pulls out a cross and it falls on the ground. The specter realizes that you can see him and it prepares to slit your throat. Rem, I suggest that you use actually wait, I'm gonna have Bongos cast Minor Illusion on it.
Let's
I'll go
see
see
how
it.
that goes.
No, sorry, I'm stupid. I forgot that we were dealing with the specter. Since we are now currently technically in battle, someone can scream out to Bongos, "Shoot me," and he will use Minor Illusion on it.
Future without hesitation.
Yeah, he will literally do this without hesitation.
It all works together.
Alright. So saying I can have Bongo say to me, I can say to Bongo, shoot me with Minor Illusion, and he'll do it, no issue.
Correct.
It's basically
Correct.
okay. I guess we'll do that. I don't want my throat slit.
Hold on.
Don't worry, shots go back.
He rolls back.
Well,
Bree.
shit.
He misses.
No.
It is me.
Bongo
No.
casts Minor Illusion, but all it does is cause it to sound like there's a frog behind everyone.
Okay. I don't think the Spectre's gonna deal with that.
I really jump and look to where the frog is.
I am going to say what's happening, what's going on.
You can also see the specter?
No, I can't, but I'm asking why everyone is shooting each other.
There's a Spectre behind me.
Dwayne explains to me that there's a specter behind him. I am going to kickflip Dwayne.
Oh, wow.
I kick the wall.
Why is
That's
it not
gonna
that you
hurt.
guys can't save me?
I guess I could try to use my claws.
The specter had to shift his body weight. Yeah, it has body weight to avoid being hit by me since I was at a lateral angle. So it is not directly behind you now. However, it can still do a sneak attack. I'm going to roll to see if it does damage to you. And 1d20. Oh, that's my phone. It hit my phone. Oh. It hit.
The phone gave you good luck.
It hit, but this is gonna be piercing damage, so it's true damage to you since you have armor on.
Damn it.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Dwayne, it stabs you in your back, dealing 5 damage to you.
Ow.
How much health do you even have? You have 13 health points. You are currently now at 7.
Wait, 13.
Or is it
5.
8? Is it 5 or is it 8? Or is it 7 or is it 8?
It's 8.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, man.
Yeah, I didn't do the geometry. Alright. Hydra, it's your turn.
So I'm alerted to something's going on. He just said that there's a specter. I don't know what a specter is.
Correct.
Alright. I ask him where it is so I can shoot at it, I guess? I can't do anything.
That's fair.
I can't do anything here. I don't know what it is. I don't know when to aim because I can't see it either.
I could probably heal Dwayne with healing word.
Don't heal me right now because
What can I do?
Well,
I have a holy symbol with me.
you do have a holy symbol.
What's a prayer wheel?
You would roll the prayer wheel as if you were in like a church.
Oh.
So what you can do is you can attempt to throw the holy symbol in a direction in the room to see if it hits the specter.
Alright. The D20?
Yep, D20.
I assume it's near the paladin, so I throw it close to him then?
Yep.
6.
You hit Dwayne in the back of the head with the holy
Exercised! Did I do it?
No.
No, I'm saying that. See if it works, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Rem also has a symbol.
I'll throw at it.
Okay, Rem, roll a D20.
No, this is rigged.
Rem also hits Dwayne in the back of the head.
Has he been exercised yet?
Bongos has 1.
Throw it at him.
Bongos is gonna kill me.
Bongos finally hits the specter, and now everyone in the party can see it.
What is it? How can I see it? What?
No, you couldn't see it because it didn't hit it.
Why would I?
Hydrate. You hit Dwayne in the back of the head.
No, I'm not worried about that. It's like
You hit Dwayne in the back of the
it needs to
fucking
take
head.
damage first, and then I can see it.
No. Bongos threw a holy symbol at it.
Yeah, it hit it.
And it hit it.
To it.
It doesn't deal damage to it.
But it reveals it?
It reveals it.
So
holy symbols in 5e reveal invisible creatures that are part of the undead.
This is right.
So everyone in the room right now can see the specter.
You know what
does it look like?
It's a black shade.
A shade?
It literally looks like a shadow with eyes.
Oh, shadow with eyes.
It's a fucking specter.
And it's got a dagger.
I don't know what a specter is, man. All I know is a mummy.
I have a idea, Genshin God.
Okay.
You know my shield.
Yep.
Deals double damage.
Oh right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, currently it's Coffee's turn.
Yeah, I'll do it when it's my turn.
Coffee. Also, you guys never retrieved your shields.
I did. I asked like 6 times.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Okay, well you have it, but Coffee. I forgot to have Coffee. No, he didn't even use his.
Yeah,
he slashed at it.
I'm Captain America.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have him, and he hits the specter with the shield, but it deals blunt damage. So we're gonna real quick do. Holy shit!
Well then,
Brett.
God damn it!
I'm guessing that specter is dead.
Coffee kills the specter.
Yeah.
Why are you sad about that?
Because the thing had
Wants to
10
murder you.
the thing had 10 health points, and he just fucking dealt 12 to it with one fucking hit.
Bro, is the actual Captain America.
Yay.
Alright. Coffee killed it, Coffee loots it.
All right, Pog.
I
Rem,
go
can
pick
you
up
help me,
my
please?
my cross now, or
Yes,
prayer symbol?
everyone go pick up your cross that you threw at the
Yes.
back of fucking Dwayne's head.
I picked up mine.
You're welcome, Paladin. I have saved you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Are there
you
any more
gave
chests
Dwayne...
in-
Everyone who missed the Spectre with their fucking cross just gave Dwayne a minor concussion.
Poggers.
You're throwing an 8-pound cross at the back of his head.
It's 8 pounds.
I've been
No
hit
wonder
with
I couldn't
worse.
throw it.
I've been hit with worse weights in the back of my head. So don't worry.
Dwayne, this isn't IRL.
I know, but still.
It's part of
also-
his backstory.
It's also made of full wood.
Yeah, I've been hit with a human in the back of my head, so it's okay.
That's fair.
Did you open up all the chests in the other room?
2 of them are
No,
locked.
because we had to deal with the Spectre.
Okay. So we can
Like
go
who?
there because there's no more chests in this room, right?
Correct.
There's 2 here, but you can't open them because the lock was broken.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can
no
you
shit,
please-
Sherlock.
Rem,
We
can you
have
please
one
heal me?
mended.
Yeah, I'll heal you now.
Rem heals Dwayne. Since we're not in combat, he doesn't have to roll for it.
hmm
Rem fully heals Dwayne.
Poggers.
So I asked the group, did we just unleash a specter out of the box?
And I'm going to respond with yes. Yes, we did.
So we shouldn't open any more boxes then?
No, we're
No,
going to
we
open
should.
all the boxes.
What do you mean?
Free loot, you know?
That guy got stabbed in the back.
Yeah,
Hey,
all in the.
loot-
We make
Loot
mistakes in
comes
the
at
heat
a
of
price,
passion, Jimbo.
my man. Loot comes at a price sometimes. You never know.
I won't be able to help with any ghosts or nothing.
Well, I'll go ahead and go to the other room.
Can I make a perception check to see if I hear anything?
Sure, roll. You can roll for perception.
1. I hear nothing.
Do you hear yourself talking to yourself?
No. None of you are
Oh, yeah.
real.
Oh yeah, I did repair that one lock. In
Yeah. Rem did repair that one lock, so he does have the chance to break it open.
How many loot chests are in the other room?
So
'Cause you already opened one.
the room that's over here, we opened one and broke the other one.
Yeah,
The one
no,
down
that's-
here, I completely shattered, and you repaired it. And the other one, Hydrate found a bundle of arrows out of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right here.
Yeah. So
So there's currently one chest at this point that we can actually open.
which was the one that I repaired, right?
Down here.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll go and try and open it.
Alright, Rem. You know what to do.
Yes.
I guess I look through this hallway now?
We're still on Rem.
Oh, right. 12.
12.
Rem opens the chest and he finds a pair of clothing.
Well then,
What kind of clothing?
Finds jeans and a tank top.
Hey!
Hey! That was in the mahogany chest, right?
No, the mahogany chest had the Spectre in it.
Oh.
mm,
Can we check that mahogany chest once more?
Sure.
I
Rem checked it and he rolled a 1 and he fell in the box.
Can I look into it?
Yes, Dwayne, you can look into the box.
Let me
Was
look
it the
into
change?
the
Or was it the box that could seal a ghost inside?
It was
could
it
use it
was
later.
Dwayne finds absolutely nothing.
box. Answer God, do you want to look into that box?
Not really, but I'll look.
will roll a 20 somehow.
I find jack shit in the box.
Bongos, can you look?
My
into the
fucking
box?
god.
I am not expecting this to suspect.
Bongo finds nothing in the box.
Coffee, look into that damn box.
Oh my god!
Fuck!
17.
the
MVP.
Coffee pulls out a massive bow.
There we go. I knew there was something in the box. Hydrate, you want to look into the box?
Alright.
Oh my fucking god, Dwayne, I'm gonna kill you.
I got a 5.
He finds nothing.
It
Fuck
doesn't matter
you,
if the
Dwayne.
box sounds like items.
Like, oh, look at that.
Imagine there's like 30 billion items in there. We only got a bow because only one of us could look well enough.
Could have been the case.
Oh, that was funny.
What's searching, Miss? Perception?
He finds an ivory bow.
That sounds pog.
It weighs 30 pounds.
Can I loot the lizard man?
No shit.
It is over his carrying capacity, by the way. He is now slightly encumbered.
Who can carry it?
No one.
Damn.
Literally, he is the only one who can carry it.
Man, you should
Loot
get
the
a
lizard
strength.
man?
What'd you say, Hydrate?
Can I loot the lizard man now, or?
Yeah, you can try to loot the lizard man.
17.
Okay. You pick up his spear and his shield that he dropped.
I'll do something with that.
So you're gonna add that to your thing, right?
Yeah, I'll add it to my loot.
Alright, does everyone want to look at the fucking lizard man like we just did with the chest?
Yes.
Yeah, take a look.
Alright, Dwayne, take a look at the lizard man.
Take a look at the fucking lizard man.
Dwayne sticks his hand in the lizard man's ass and finds nothing.
Fucking dead.
Alright, Rem, you want to stick your hand in his asshole and try to find something?
I'd rather his mouth.
Alright, Rem sticks his hand in the lizard folk's mouth.
Roll, Ren, roll. Let's see what you find.
Hold on.
If anyone's done looking, I'll feed my scorpions now.
Alright, hydrate, roll a d20 to do that.
What? Why?
Oh yes, 4.
Oh, right,
Okay.
you're gonna feed him with the fish?
Or no, I'm feeding my scorpions with the lizard man.
Oh. Yeah,
If anyone's done circling, that is.
the scorpions don't eat lizards.
They don't?
No.
Isn't it meat though?
It's meat, but it's tainted with poison.
With their own, they're not immune to their own poison.
No.
Ah.
Have you ever? No. Okay. Have you ever seen a snake ingest its own poison?
I've seen one eat other snakes.
Okay.
Also, you need the venom to be injected into the thing. You can swallow poison, actually. As long as it doesn't puncture or go into the bloodstream, then you're alright. As long as it doesn't go through the skin.
So when a king cobra consumes its own poison, the poison is necrotic and it burned away at the inside of its stomach lining.
Is my scorpion's poison necrotic then?
It's poison. It's an acid scorpion.
Alright.
If it was
Hydrate,
venom,
yes. However, you can dissolve the clothing that the lizard folk has onto it with its meat itself, and it'll consume it. We'll just have to cook it. We'll just have to cook the lizard folk.
You guys interested in lizard meat?
Well, not all of us has fucking looted it yet.
Alright.
Yeah, we all have to stick our hand into it.
Yeah, coffee has
I'd
to...
already asked before, like, is anyone done with it? And then I could... Alright.
Oh, yeah, no, everyone was done with it. Coffee pulls all of its teeth out of its mouth.
Why?
You can put coffee onto weapons and it hits them harder.
You see, you can put coffee onto weapons.
Yeah. No, you can put teeth on weapons.
You said coffee on weapons.
Sorry.
What is this the forest style system?
It's like the forest, duh.
Oh damn.
Now let me tell you how many teeth he actually found.
Okay.
He found 6 pounds of teeth in the lizard folk's mouth.
Holy,
Oh my.
This 7-foot tall lizard man.
Yeah, it is a 7-foot tall, 300-pound lizard man.
Also remember to look for the teeth next time.
Alright, I myself is going to roll for it.
1.
I stick my hand in my own ass thinking I'm searching the fucking lizard man.
Nah.
I find nothing.
I wonder why.
You know what? This is just gonna be a thing now. Well, every test we search, everybody just searches it.
Bongos finds a book
A book?
of the Bible.
The Bible. That would have been useful.
Can
Bible.
bongos consume it?
Yes, bongos
Wait, you
can
read
eat
the
the
Bible?
Bible and learn all of the verses of Ezekiel.
What kind of Bible
have
do
him
you
do
get?
that.
You learn all about
He's literally gonna come back and you're just like, what did I miss? And I'm like, you stuck your hand in a lizard folk's mouth and found a Bible.
What kind of Bible do to the undead? Is it just like cross?
Absolutely nothing. It is just the Bible.
It's
Oh.
literally just the
Alright.
the Bible. It does nothing. It's
It
just a
literally
Bible.
does
from a different
nothing.
dimension. Well, more things for the fireplace.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could burn it.
Yes.
Rem, have you already searched it?
Yeah, remember I found jack shit.
Oh right. Dwayne already looked. All right, we can light the corpse on fire if we want to.
Yeah, well, why not?
All right,
Let's
Do it
get-
later. We
let's
I'm
still
gonna
have
have
to do it.
Bongos cast firebolt.
Let's see.
I step back.
Everyone steps back.
Yeah, no shit.
Bongo lights it on fire and it chars the body.
Mmm.
Yummy.
We now have
scorpions will
your
love
scorpions will still eat it, however, it is distasteful.
Up to
How
you,
long does the
Hydra.
meat spoil for?
The meat has 2 days before it spoils. It's charred. Wait, what do you mean?
that. God.
I need
I'm-
to feed my scorpions with different kinds of stuff. Or
That's
else
fair.
they'll be sick.
No, you can still feed it to them. I'm actually gonna take one of the jars that I own, and I'm going to pick up a pile of ashes from the body.
The
Creep.
lizard man body?
Yes.
Why
Did the
ashes?
shade turn into ashes when it died?
No. It dissolved in the air.
It's
Right. Then nothing came
No.
out of that?
What?
Remember?
The only thing that the shade dropped was the dagger,
oh my.
Right.
and that was guaranteed because it's
a
literally
fucking
it's a shadow. Imagine your shadow, and you stab your shadow. What do you think's gonna spawn out of your shadow?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. But like, I would think it's quite hysterical if I killed my own shadow and 100 gold pieces comes out of it, along with a book of like a forgotten language.
I just remember some undead you kill, it drops into its own ashes, and then you'd use that ashes in an alchemical potion of some sort,
Yes,
which you then use for invisibility.
yes, that is not
or
shade.
shadow stalking.
This is not shade or specter. No,
Ah,
that is actually called the Lich Creeper.
Lich Creeper?
Yes.
Oh man.
That's like a Minecraft.
I don't remember what it's actually called, but it literally looks like a Lich version of the Minecraft Creeper.
All right.
well,
I'm gonna
have-
look in the other.
That is
room.
something, however, we will be encountering later.
Oh,
So I will give you that much insight.
I will
I'll
look.
take the charred meat and put it in a jar then.
How much will you pick up?
As much as the jar will fit. I need to feed my scorpions.
Do you liquefy it or do you keep it raw?
What will my scorpions eat?
Both.
I'll keep it raw.
Okay.
I
You
know my
put-
scorpions can eat rotten meat.
It's
Yeah.
raw.
Fucking- Where's the lamb sauce?
You put 5 pounds of charred lizard meat into a jar.
All right. I look into the other room that was right across from the.
I
one
will
that-
add.
I
Hydrate,
wish I could have-
you never added the stuff to your inventory. What did you pick up originally? Did you
With
pick?
the shield and the spear of the lizard man?
Thank you.
The 10 arrows I did pick up. I put it in there already. And then the meat.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and grab
Shield.
the clothing in case it's
And the
something.
spear. Spear also
That is
weighs
sort of-
5 pounds. And you put a jar of. I'm just gonna call it a jar of flesh.
Flesh jar.
Also 5 pounds.
I
Okay. Well, Rem, you are now able to, Rem, which room do you want to look at? Do you want to look at this one, or do you want to look at this one?
The first one.
Okay, I need you... Actually, you can just see into the room because you have dark vision.
Alright. What do I see in there?
You see nothing.
Lovely. Look in the other room.
Okay. Roll for perception. You find 2 chests.
Let's fucking go.
Alright, Rem, would you like to open one of the chests?
Yes.
Okay. Rem opens the chest. He finds a bundle of sticks.
Nice, Rem.
Tinder.
You know what? I'll grab them for 10.
Okie dokie. And are you going to open the second one?
Yes.
Alright, do the exact same thing. You'd actually press the arrow key on your keyboard and it will just bring up the last command you typed in.
You can ask the paladin to accompany you in case something comes out of the box.
Nah, it's fine. Nothing will come out of it.
Another 10.
You get another 10, you find more sticks.
Can I look into the box?
Dwayne, go ahead and look into the fucking box.
I do this with every fucking...
Dwayne, you get stabbed.
No, come on.
Fuck you, Dwayne.
That's BS, and you know it is.
Dwayne finds a ball with a fuse on it.
Oh,
That's a
right
ball.
away.
Hey, that's racially motivated.
I didn't even do that on purpose.
Keep it.
I didn't even do that on purpose.
Can I look into the other box?
No, you're not allowed to.
Is this going to be like, Ayo, you looted, just let me look at it.
No, we're gonna be in a room for like a serious thing, right? There's gonna be like 18 enemies outside of us. There's gonna be one treasure chest. Can you look into the box, please?
I'm literally gonna put in your fucking inventory a fucking bomb.
That's great.
Let's go.
I'll let my scorpions eat the body, and then when they're full, I'll put them back in the jar.
Alright. Your scorpions consume most of the charred body, and remains are scattered about the floor as your scorpions are savage bastards. One of your scorpions picks up a 3.5-pound bone and throws it into the wall, attempting to crack more meat off of it.
Holy
Oh, they need bone marrow. Nice to know.
Why couldn't the if we just released all the scorpions? Technically, it was 7. Okay, by proportionate weight, 9 scorpions should have been able to lift up that lizard man.
Dwayne, do you really want those scorpions? Okay, they are, I shit you not, one of the most toxic and powerful passive creatures in this world, and you want them to go get stepped on.
No.
You're wanting his scorpions to die is what I'm hearing.
My idea was something different.
Yes, yes, you were going to have them pick it up and throw it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not... No, they don't have that much strength.
Who is that? Are you the paladin?
Yeah, he's the paladin.
I will remember that.
It's a Telltale game.
Wait a second. Yeah. Dwayne, with that bomb plus boulder?
Oh, yeah. Dwayne.
Bomb plus what?
The boulders that are in front of us.
The one over here.
I want to blow someone up.
What happened?
Well, too bad.
Can I study the bomb to learn how to make it?
Dwayne, you're a paladin. No.
Why?
Man goes to school to learn about God, comes out of school. Hey, can I learn how to make bombs? You are literally defining the Taliban's entire actions.
Yeah, look. This is how it works.
Dwayne! No!
What happened?
Unless you roll. All right. If you roll a nat 20, I will allow it.
Okay, look.
Hey, you can
Can
also
I bring this up to my defense, right? We're in the desert.
Dwayne, you're making a fucking bomb. First you need the gunpowder, then you need the, like, actual magazine, and then you need enough fucking paper and mortar to keep it contained.
Well, that's why I want to learn how to make it.
Dwayne, roll a nat 20.
Roll nat 20 or no
roll
dice.
one.
Oh, I rolled a net. Oh.
I rolled it.
That.
Can I get three tries?
No.
Sure. I'll give you 3 tries, Dwayne. Roll it 2 more times. Alright, you got a 12?
Well,
Okay,
22.
Dwayne, you learned how to make the fuse of the bomb.
Okay, that's fine.
That's all you know. You do not know how to get any of the ingredients, but you know that you just need thatch and fiber plants. That's all you know.
That's all you need to know.
However, you are in a desert, and there is nothing of any of those plants that grow naturally.
Look, we make do, baby girl.
Okay.
We make do.
Can we, Dwayne? What are you gonna do? Are we gonna blow up the? Are we gonna blow up the boulder, or?
It's your choice, Dwayne.
It's your choice, Dwayne.
I'm gonna go back here.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a bomb.
Okay, so have we gone through the broken wall?
No.
We have not gone through the broken wall.
I suggest that we go there, and in case we don't find anything, then I can blow up the boulders.
There's also the path to the left over here.
There is also the path to the left behind us.
It's up to you guys.
Don't worry about that fucking. I just realized that that's gonna be so distracting now.
What?
What is? Ah, that thing! How dare you!
Yeah, I just saw that.
I
there's
see
nothing
go
in
to the
here?
broken wall.
Hold on, how do I?
Broken wall, probably.
Alright, we're gonna go to the
Actually, let
broken.
me look into the broken wall to see.
Yep, Ren can see. This much.
Is a lizard man in there?
No. Oh,
If there's one
wait,
lizard man, there'll be
before
more
we
lizard man.
continue, we all can level up.
We can?
Yes.
I thought we needed a 375 experience.
We all do, I think.
We all have legitimately 375 experience exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we just fought a lizard man that was the toughest enemy.
Alright, we're gonna start with Aceton. Look at you with all the experience. Now it's time to claim your reward. You walk through the step-by-step process to make a few decisions, and you know that your character will be the next level in no time. Changes are saved as you move through the process, but if you change your mind, you'll need to revisit the steps to the choice to stay after. The character your existing class levels have been pre-populated for you. By default, your primary class has been increased to 1 level. You can now change how many levels to increase below, as well as by adding a new multi-class. In each class section, you'll have the option to take the average number of hit points or roll randomly, choose class features for the levels you're advancing, and choose your subclass if appropriate. Character will be Level 2 Ranger. I will share my screen so that you may see this. It is a black screen. I will share my actual screen. Would you like to keep the level points you have, or would you like to multi-class?
I thought we couldn't multi-class in the game, though.
No, we're allowed to multi-class. We're not allowed to multi-race.
What does multi-class do for me?
You can be a ranger rogue.
What does what benefits would being a half rogue do?
You can steal.
I'm not too big on stealing, even if I am neutral.
You can do bonus damage with stab attacks.
You can also probably open up.
I have a mace.
A lot
You can
easier.
also lockpick easier. You're also harder to spot. You are also completely avoided from anyone using detect if you are completely behind cover.
What other classes could I multi-class to?
Well, let me show you. You have the barbarian, the bard, the cleric, the druid, the fighter, the monk, the paladin, the rogue, the sorcerer, the warlock, the wizard, and the artificer. We can do the blood hunter though. I will allow you to do the blood hunter.
Blood hunter.
Willing to suffer whatever it takes to achieve victory, these adept warriors have forgotten themselves in a potent force dedicated to protecting the innocent.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be a blood hunter then, as a paladin.
I won't be able to do that. Huh.
So what do you want? You don't actually have to multi-class, by the way.
What benefits do I do if I level up my main class then?
If you level up your main class, you're able to have more hit points, more damage, and your overall stats will be increased. You're also able to learn a level 3 spell even though you're level 2. Or
What's
like or like a level 3 trait, not a level 3 spell.
A trait? What's a trait?
So like you can learn, I don't know, Animal Tamer, which is a level 3. You are not technically an animal tamer, but Animal Tamer is like, I don't know, you get to tame a bear. Or you get to tame a camel, or something like that.
Giant Scorpion?
You could do Giant Scorpion.
Alright, let's do that.
Okay.
Level up in Ranger.
You now have 9 extra hit points.
Yay. I'm not that squishy anymore. Oh, thank God.
Would you like end your fighting style? By the time you have reached 2nd level, you have learned to use much magical essence of nature to cast spells, much as a druid does. Would you like to learn the fighting style of archery, defense, dueling, or two-weapon fighting?
Hold on. Said archery, defense, dueling, and two-weapon fighting?
Correct. You're looking at my screen, right?
I have the book in my hand right now. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I forgot you had the book.
Yeah, I got a book.
Wiki cat.
I guess I'll go with archery.
You gain a +2 bonus to your attack rolls you make with ranged weapons.
So that's this extra 2 damage, I believe?
Correct.
They don't really wear armor. It wouldn't do too well.
So, are you going to keep archery?
Archery, yeah.
Okay, here's the weird one.
Huh?
Listed here are the current spells your character already knows. If you gain access to more spells during your advancement, you will be able to select them below. Check next to the spells you wish to learn. The Character Mancer will help you pick the right number of spells from the correct list. If your class already has the option to swap out spells, you can do so by unselecting currently known spells which are in the location already. You can learn any of these spells.
What does Animal Friendship do?
Animal Friendship. This spell allows you to convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, the beast must succeed on a wisdom save or throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. If you or one of your companions harm this target, the spell will end.
Hunter's Mark?
Hunter's Mark. You choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to the target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have the advantage on any wisdom or perception or survival check you may find it. If the target drops below 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new target.
When does the spell end?
You spell
1
ends
hour.
to a concentration of 1 hour.
What about detect poison and disease?
It's self-explanatory.
Alarm
You can, up to 10 minutes, you have the duration to sense poison, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you.
Detect poison and disease, then. I'll take that.
Okay, and you can learn one more.
Hunter's Mark.
Okay. After leveling, your hit points are now raised to 19. You now have a stat boost of... That's pretty much it.
I don't get any stat boost? Alright.
No, until level 4, no one gets a stat boost.
Right.
Alright, you are now a level 2. Alright, on to Dwayne. Dwayne, are you here?
Oh, yes, sir. I am here.
All right. Dwayne, I would like you to look at my screen.
Sir, yes, sir.
Your existing class has been pre-populated for you by default, blah, 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 blah. Would you like to multi-class?
Alright, so let me get this straight. If I'm multi-class, I can't upgrade my class of a paladin, right?
Oh, shit. The only classes that it actually allows you to do, because it won't let me click custom, is, so the ones that allows Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, or Wizard. Can't actually do Blood Hunter. It will not allow me to. I thought you could, which I kind of want it to, but it won't let me.
Sad, because I would like to be a blood hunter.
That would be very cool, but it literally won't let me.
Okay, so then I'll just upgrade my main class.
You just upgrade your main class?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, by the way, I actually have a question. If I upgrade my main class now, next time I level up, can I
Yes,
get,
you can multi-class.
Okay. Then I'll just upgrade my main class.
Alright, you roll. Your hit points are now up to 22.
Let's go!
Divine Smite. Starting at level 2, when you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can expend one spell slot to deal radiant damage to a target in addition to the weapon's damage. The extra damage is 2d8 for a first level spell slot, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first, to a maximum of 5d8 rolls. The damage increased by 1d8 if a target is an undead or a fiend, to a maximum of 6. And that's you gain that automatically. Fighting style. You adopt a particular style of fighting as your specialty. Choose one of the following. You can't take a fighting style option more than once. You have defense, dueling, great weapon fighting, and protection.
Dueling.
Dueling, okay. When you are wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a 2% plus 2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon.
Oh, I see.
You preparing and casting spells. You prepare.
Wait, I have a question. Wait.
Okay.
If I hold a shield in one hand, does that count as?
Hold on, I want to see what great weapon fighting does before you ask that question.
Yeah,
when you roll a 1 or a 2 on damage die or an attack you make with a melee weapon that you are wielding with 2 hands, you can re-roll the. Oh my god!
All right, great weapon fight. Do I have a great weapon though?
It doesn't matter. It's any melee weapon. Any melee weapon that you hold with 2 of your hands.
Can I hold any melee weapon with 2 hands?
Yes, you can hold your shield with 2 hands.
Alright, we're going great weapon fighting.
Bunga bunga time, shield
Okay,
smash.
okay, ask your question that you were gonna ask.
Well, I was gonna say what was it with if I just had a shield in one hand, would that count as a melee weapon for dueling? But I was gonna take great weapon fighting.
You prepare the list of paladin spells that are available to you to casting, choosing from the paladin spell. When you do so, choose a number of paladin spells equal to your charisma modifier plus half your paladin level, rounded down. The spells must be of a level for which you have spell slots.
Why is there so much math involved in this, bro?
It's D&D.
Listed here are the spells your character already know. You don't know any. You are able to choose one spell out of our list.
Okay.
I think I know which one you're going to choose.
Which one do you think I'm going to choose?
I don't know, Dwayne. Which one do you think you're going to choose? I don't know, Dwayne.
Don't know.
I don't know, Dwayne. I don't know, Dwayne. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Protection from evil and good?
No, Shield of Faith. I don't know, because he wants to be.
That shield. I can't throw that shield.
That's fair.
Alright, hold up. I think detect poison and disease would be good.
I already do have that.
Yeah, I already
Okay,
has
never
that.
mind then. Okay,
What is
detect
heroism
evil and
again? Oh!
That heroism?
Yeah, that's cool. Forgot about that.
I think, does anyone have detect evil and good?
No.
Okay, I'll take that then.
Hog. Before leveling, after leveling.
That's it.
Wait, it won't let me apply.
Do we actually have to change something?
No,
do I get more?
It should work.
Do I get more than one?
Double features? Is something?
6. Weird. Features. Next. Act evil. Apply changes. Fuck. Hold on, let me retry this. Next. You have a roll. Okay, that's a thing. Great weapon fighting. Next.
He got buffed.
I got
It's
buffed.
attack level. Next. Oh, there it is. It just bugged. Oh my god, you go from 13 hit points to 26.
I'm just built different, boys.
Axe.
Literally built different. Alright. I'll do Rem next.
Okay, I actually have to go though, so I'll be.
That's fine. I feel like we should stop after this, because we're missing Coffee, Bongos, and now Dwayne's gonna be gone, and 3 of us still need to level up.
Ooh. Okay, I'll be back later, boys.
Okay. Alright, Rem, you're here, right?
Or...
What'd you say?
No, like, I'll be back later one day for this.
Oh, we can do this next Saturday if everyone's here.
Probably. Oh, wait, I'll be. Well, yeah, I'll be here next Saturday. I won't be here when I go to Germany though, or like Europe.
Okay, that's fine.
Although what you can do is I can like maybe join the VC, and then you guys just like roll for me.
Okay.
Right.
I guess. Yeah.
I can do
All right.
that.
See ya.
See you, Dwayne.
See you.
Alright, Rem, it is now your turn.
Alright.
Would you like to multi-class, or would you like to continue being multi-bird, or would you like to stay a bard? You don't actually...
Bard.
You want to be more bard?
Oh yeah, I'll be more bard.
Alright. Your hit points are now up to 16. Jack of all trades. Starting at level 2, you can add half of your proficiency bonus rounded down to any ability check that doesn't already include your proficiency bonus. And you have the Song of Rest. Beginning at 2nd level, you can use soothing musical oration to help revitalize your wounded allies during a short rest. If any of you or your friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending 1 or more hit dice, each of those creatures regain an extra 1d6 hit point. Listed below are the spells you already know. You know all of these spells already. You get to choose 1 extra spell. Oh my god, you have so many things to choose from.
Oh my god.
What is Fairy Fire?
That doesn't sound good.
Oh my god!
What is it?
Any creature in the area where the spell is casted is outlined in a light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. It's essentially being highlighted.
I might go for that.
Well, Ren, you also have the ability to do Animal Friendship. You also have the ability to do Long Strider.
Long Strider, what does that do?
You touch a creature, the target's speed increases by 10 feet. Which is pretty quick, but... Fuck is Thunder... Oh, Thunder Wave is awesome.
What does Thunder Wave do?
Thunder Wave. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out below from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spells, and the spells emit a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Ah. Is anything else interesting?
You can speak with animals. You have you can do Unseen Servant, which the spell creates an invisible, mindless, shapeless force that performs simple tasks at your command until the end of turn.
Bane? What's Bane do?
So, what would you like to do, Ren?
I kind of like the Firefly or whatever.
The Fairy Fire?
Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire. Your spell has been chosen. Alright.
That'd be kind of useful just to let them be able to see something in the dark, basically.
And now, me. And oh boy, is this gonna be good. I am going to reroll my HP, and I am going to multi-class the shit out of me. I'm gonna fucking go rogue. Wait, what? Oh, right. It's a level... No, it's a level 1. So I have level 1 and level 2. So 5 on 5, that gives me hit points of 20 again, instead of 13. Jesus Christ, this is going to be so broken. Starting at level 2, you can push yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. On your turn, you can take one additional action on top of your regular action as a possible bonus action. Action. Once you use this feature, you must finish a short rest or long rest before you can use it again. Skill proficiency. Oh, you damn well know that I'm going to use it in fucking stealth. Thieves' Cant. During your rogue trading, you learn Thieves' Cant, a secret mix of dialect, jargon, and code that allows you to hide messages in seemingly normal conversation. Only another creature that knows Thieves' Cant understands such messages. It takes 4 times longer to convey such message than it does to speak the same idea plainly. In addition, you understand a set of secret signs and symbols used to convey short, simple messages, such as whether an area is dangerous or the territory of a thieves' guild, whether there's loot nearby, or whether the people in an area are easy marks or will provide a safe house for thieves on the run. Sneak attack. Beginning at level 1, you will know how to strike subtly and exploit a foe's distraction. Once per turn, I already know how to do that, so I need to choose an expertise of thieves and stealth. God, this is going to be so broken. God, that is a scary class. Let's fucking go. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, that's fine. I was gonna go not Druid. I was gonna go Druid so that I knew how to talk to animals. But it's fine, because we already have someone who literally has, like, a fucking house of scorpions. So.
You can't talk to animals.
You can't talk to animals, but you have scorpions.
Yes.
What's that gotta do? A plan?
You can talk to scorpions. You literally have scorpions.
I can command them, yeah, but
yeah,
nothing else.
But that's close enough to being able to speak to them.
Right.
Did I already do it with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was first.
I was just making sure that I remembered too.
Mark.
Oh, you wanted to read? Sorry. Does that switch the screen for you if I'm going back and forth?
Yeah, it changes. I see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to. But you now can spellcast, by the way. So that's...
You can use magic.
You can literally use magic. I have a feeling I know what Bongos is gonna do. He's already a, Wait. He has 375, yet he can't level up.
Like that, Bongo, you inserted an entire mummy. You don't get the experience.
Bongos is the only one that can't level up.
He has been nerfed.
Hold on. What if I give him 400?
God,
no! Draconic Bloodline Sorcerer 2.
Requires a lot more experience, I guess.
Hold on. What if I give him 1,000? Why is he level 2?
He was already level 2.
Was he?
He shouldn't have been.
Deck Poison Disease is Divination 1. I guess I gotta buy a U-Leaf now?
Oh! You wanna know why?
Yeah?
Is because the game detected that he knows Acid Arrow, and that's a level 2 spell.
Oh,
so the game said that he's level 2. Oh, shit.
He gave him something he shouldn't have.
Well, no, I gave it to him because I knew we were going to level up soon, but I didn't realize he was going to auto change his fucking character to level 3.
Oh. I guess he gets to skip his level up then.
Which kind of sucks.
Maybe reset?
No, I can leave it because it's not like his kit is broken as hell right now anyways. He has a spell that can literally do 60 damage if he rolls a nat 20.
Ask for help for my character building.
Okay.
So I was useless against the Spectre because I couldn't do anything. What could I do to not let that happen again?
You would need to learn. Shit, my brain. You would need to have either a favored enemy, or you would need to do something with, divinity. So that would be at level 3, Rangers learn a spell class. It's called Detect Divinity Invisibility. I believe. I don't remember. But
level 3
should be
Ranger Archetype and Primeval Awareness.
Yes, thank you. So that would allow you to detect the that would allow you to detect it. Oh. I did not mean to fully leave the call.
Oh. Right. We didn't take the left. We're just looking through that wall.
But no, that was a really good run. In 3 hours, that was awesome.
I want to do more, but unfortunately everyone's gone.
I was gonna say I want to also do more, but legitimately everyone is gone, so I can't.
Yeah.
No, but that was a good run.
Yeah. I lost a scorpion. So I'm able to search for more scorpions now that I have a slot available.
You can, but we have to be out in the desert. We can't be in the dungeon.
Yeah, I know.
But yes, you can.
But
that was good though. That was good. Yeah. All right.
I was actually honestly expecting my scorpion would die immediately when I sent it down the tunnel.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna kill it automatically, and then I literally rolled a 19. So I was like, this is gonna suck. Because your scorpions have 2 hit points. All of your scorpions have 2 hit points. So I was like, if it deals more than 1, this thing's fucking dead. And I rolled a 19, and you rolled like a 7 for your perception running into the room. So I was like, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna have one of his scorpions die.
Right. Thank you for your mercy.
Because originally, the lizard man is facing out of the room. I was gonna have it so that he was instead going to throw the spear and impale anyone that it hit, but I didn't want to do that. So,
right.
Because
would a spear murder me instantly? Because I had 10 hit points.
Pretty close.
Oh no.
It would have done at least 6 damage to you at that point, and you were level 1, so you would have had literally 1 hit point, and that would have been a small throw. You would have had to use a saving throw to save yourself, because unless I rolled like a really low number.
Right. I wanted to want to know the reason why I put plant as my hatred enemy?
Why?
Because I learned of a monster called basically it's a cactus sentinel.
Yes.
Basically it's a Trent, but cactus.
Yes.
And I expect it to be here, this desert map of all places. And some other nasty plant monsters that I know of. Seedkin wouldn't be here or so, but yeah. I'm still worried. I don't want my character brain controlled.
Okay.
That's partly the reason why. If you wanted to know that.
That's fine. Alright, so we're all good, right?
Yeah, we're good.
Alright. I will see everyone next Saturday.
Yep.
Alright. Rhyme, you can go moderate Seo's stream now if you want.
Already doing that.
Oh. Okay. That was not something I wanted to hear, but I wish you were. I know that you were paying attention to the game, but like at the same time.
No, like after you just like.
Oh, I see what you mean. No, I see what you mean.
After we stopped really doing it, I started doing it.
Okay.
Which was, yeah.
Yeah, Rem.
You know.